Sexy Town, USA, and somewhere in a BDSM dungeon, Michelle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 891.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Okay, of the Video Game Outsiders podcast, our Not Safe for Work episode. I'm one of your hosts with a sock on my microphone, Michelle Madison.
Should it be on the door?
It's on the mic because, you know, I'm talking through my own sock, so I feel like this is great for the 5-foot fetish listeners we have. John,
and I,
turn that
of course, am John. And joining us is Matt from Ohio. Matt, how are you?
Good. How are you?
So you're
Another
here
Matt.
for the sexy episode.
Yep.
Another Matt for the sexy.
A very brave
Are you
guy,
feeling
by the way,
sexy,
because I was
Matt?
like, are you all right with your first episode coming on, like, to do, like, the whole host thing, not safe for work? He's like, yup, I'm down. Let's do this. I was like, all right. You played some VR porn games and stuff, so I want to get into that.
Are you sexed up? What are you wearing?
Shorts and a t-shirt.
What kind of shirt?
And a thong.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And you're like a former military dude, right? So, John, you're into that, aren't you? Like, kind of.
I'm into military
thing.
men, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You
I
guys
am,
can
Matt.
play COD together, and so this might.
Send you out a camo dildo signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this love match might work tonight. So, of course, just warning you guys, if it's your first Not Safe for Work episode, it's the 8th one we've done. You can go back and listen to all other 7, which, Matt, you just did. What was your favorite moment from those? Anything stand out?
Oh, shoot. I would have to say it was the which one was it? The chat room. The first time John went on.
3DX chat?
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I like when he got his ball zapped when they like electrocuted his dick. So yeah, this is not going to be a safe for work episode or kids or anything like that. Just a warning. We do it once or twice a year for fun, for Valentine's Day. But
you are warned.
That's right. You are warned.
We have to go into the deep depths of the internet to find these games and play them and report back.
That's right, John. You were doing like a lot of research, heavy research.
I was embedded in the Reddits.
That's right. So of course,
It's a
right
deep
now
hole.
though. Oh, it is, yeah. And I played a game about a hole, by the way. I dug a very deep hole. I played 6 games this last week. Some of them were a little... Please, don't do that the whole show, John. It's distracting. I keep thinking there's something going on in the background of Matt's house or my own. But no, we are live right now on twitch.tv/John and Michelle. We do it every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. And if you miss it, you can listen anywhere podcasts are, as well as our free app. And if you support us on that app, John, you get weekly bonus shows that we do, as well as the back catalog. So that's what I think you guys should do, like, if you want to go check out those last 7 Not Safe for Works that we did, because they are actually pretty funny. I'm not just saying that. Like, I have a lot of good memories, John. You always bring it. You always end up on your knees, like, doing something crazy. Matt used to play, like, the other Matt used to play, like, nipple booby games and milky boobs and all that stuff.
He'd play, like Bejeweled.
Yeah,
with
Bejeweled with boobs. You know, and I try to bring more funny moments because I feel like it's a little weirder if I start talking about this stuff, but maybe it isn't. Maybe that's just in my head. So, yeah, but go check out those past episodes as well as our weekly bonus shows. And if they want to support us, John, how do they do that?
That's right. Go to our website at videogameoutsiders.com. When you get there, there's a red premium button. Click it, lick it, slam it. Go to the next page. Become a member of Club VGO. Once you're a member, you unlock our entire back catalog of 20 years now. That's right. It's all there. $1.99 a month, and then you also get all of our bonus content that we do every week. Yeah, we do other shows besides these ones. We do Micro VGO, the John Show's on there, PC Outsiders, we do quite a bit, Netflix Outsiders, it's all on there. Call of Duty stuff.
That's right.
So if you want to become a member, go to videogameoutsiders.com and go premium, and then also grab our free app, totally free. Search for Video Game Outsiders on iOS or Android.
Yes,
right,
and
so
you
I'm
also get extra entries into our contest from our
Oh, yeah, you
sponsor,
do.
cdkeys.com. I got to get through it all. So this week we are giving away Dragon's Dogma 2 and Silent Hill 2 for the Valentine's Day Double Date giveaway. And you can enter free in our Discord from cdkeys.com. We're giving away games every week. We've got Pirates of Yakuza, Monster Hunter coming up, I believe. So check out our Discord on videogameoutsiders.com. And Matt, you're in there, and your name is El Backup Paco, right? How do I say that?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so say hi to Matt. Let him know if you liked him on the show or not. Give him some love. But we're also giving away Gunner Optics Reaper Shades. Okay, I can't do this like this. Thank you for the sub. So check us out and check out cdkeys.com. We are on their voting panel for the Game of the Year awards. John, we voted, and you guys can too. So check that out at cdkeys.com/Game Awards. We're listed there along with PayPal and some other very large companies, John.
That's
I feel
right,
honored.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
anyway.
Sure's not on there. It's What's on the CD baby?
CD keys, not CD baby. You've just transported back to 1997. Okay, John is
I'm
John's
still
like
active
on
with that.
E right now. I don't know what he's doing. So yeah, check out our sponsor.
No,
is
I'm seeing. Okay,
cdkeys.com.
so PayPal. All right, so
Yeah.
these are the partners of the CD Key Game Awards. Okay,
That's right.
This will give you an idea what's going on. Okay, British esports.
That's right.
All of the esports in Britain. Okay,
Exactly.
PayPal. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
The banking giant. Unidays. I don't know who that is.
Oh, they've got million. That's a student kind of discount app with like 50 million downloads.
Oh,
Yep.
and what's this other icon with the?
And we got Video Game Outsiders on there.
And
This
Video
is the
Game
caliber
Outsiders,
of show
those are
you're
the-
dealing with here, okay? This is what you're dealing with here. It's PayPal,
That's
it's
right.
VGO, and we're going to talk about some sex games tonight. So yes, let's jump right in. Are we ready? Do we just
I
do
am.
this?
Oh
Do we-
God. Yeah.
Don't do
Oh
this the
yeah.
whole show.
Oh
please.
yeah. Oh God.
Okay, Matt, you've got to help me yell at him. You've got a nice deep voice. Maybe he'll listen to you. He doesn't
No,
listen
no,
to
no,
me.
no, no. I'm okay with it.
You okay with it? No, you've got
yeah,
to. You can't encourage him. I'm also going to be on my
Let it-
side.
Oh
A
yeah.
little
John.
bit longer.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh
How are
God.
we supposed to do the show like this John, the whole time? We can't.
Oh, yeah,
We really
it's boring.
can't. Yeah, at least someone's enjoying themselves crazy because I'm not. It's a little loud too, John. Okay, that's great. Can we not do that and get like a flag at Spotify with that MIDI version of sexual healing? They're
I don't think they'll figure it out.
I don't think they will either. It does not sound like Marvin Gaye. All right. Well,
All right, let's do this. I'm excited. Again, this is our annual Not Safe for Work Valentine Day special where we all
Yeah.
play sexy games. And Michelle,
that's right.
I'm curious to hear about your hole.
No, you're not going to get to hear
Wait.
about my hole. So I got to charge for that. Okay, so I did play a very sexual game because not all of mine. I got to charge for that. Okay, why am I hearing an echo? Be careful.
I don't know.
All right, so
It's not an echo, but go on.
all right, so I played a not safe for work runner called Catch Me. Now,
Okay.
you are basically Little Red Riding Ho. That's what I was calling her. A scantily clad buxom beauty in a red cape being chased by a shirtless guy with a wolf helmet on. It's not a furry thing at all. It's sort of like a medieval thing. Like he's got kind of like armor, like a wolf armor helmet on. And you run around collecting berries. There's a little bit of
Wait,
like
this is a
parkour.
Not Safe for Work game?
You're looking at the wrong Catch Me, I'm sure. It's on Steam called Catch Me, and it's very not safe for work. There's nudity,
Okay.
there's sex, there's, yeah.
Okay,
so
okay.
it's a not safe for work runner, and you are running around collecting berries, like a little bit of parkour, a little bit of bobbing and weaving. You know, you got moves, and you are trying to get away from this big hulking dude who is chasing you. And I could see why she's running from him. He's got a really big dick at some angles. It's like, okay, I get why you're running. But anyway, the confusing part of this is I thought when he caught you, you got
Yeah.
you had sex, right?
But this is like I'm looking at these. This is like a real 3D engine game. So
Oh
I thought
yeah,
I was,
it is. It's
I
real.
was
It
picturing
looks
like some
Unreal
iOS
5
looking. Yeah.
in some castles or whatever. So I thought, okay, he's gonna catch me. I'm gonna get fucked. No. Okay, if you win, then you get fucked. And then it turns into basically a mini God of War game where you time thrusts and like the old school God of Wars. If you remember, not the new ones, not sad dad God of War, the old ones back when he was banging bitches, okay? Yeah, Pongo, you should spend $3 on it. I thought it was kind of fun just to run around a little bit and try to get. I actually have to admit this. I like the element of being chased. Like maybe this like taps into like my female like prey brain or something because I was like, this is kind of fun. Like you can't catch me. You're not gonna get me. I'm up. I'm down. You can't. And I'm running around. This dude's chasing me. And I'm kind of like, haha, gotcha. Like I like that competitive edge, like with the dude. But yeah, when you win, then he has sex with you, and there's like 4 different positions. It seems like you can get, and if you time the thrust, you hear like her gasp, like that's like your little reward. I mean, it's pretty graphic, but you can spin the camera up all around. Okay, John, stop. There was some
Like
jiggle
that?
physics. There was so you can take her panties on or off before you play if you do want to see her ass and her vagina, or if you don't want to see those. If you're trying to play, that's what I thought was funny. It's like turn that on to hide that. It's like you guys are playing a sex game. I'm pretty sure they don't want that off.
Does
but
that,
they gave
does
toggle
that affect her
options.
speed?
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know if it does. I think it was just like sort of like if you want to stream this.
Wait,
maybe,
if you take it off, you would be more
less
aerodynamic,
wind
or vice
resistance.
versa.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I think
maybe-
you'd be
what if
more
she's got-
aerodynamic with it on.
Well, if she's got floppy pussy lips. Or something.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what kind of vagina.
Well,
that
I don't
is.
know. Is
Yeah.
it smooth down
Sleep with
there,
wizard
or
down there.
It looked okay. It was smooth. It was smooth. It was
Okay.
smooth and tight. I think she's fine. And she was running around with it. I chose without the underwear on. Why do you want to run around with the underwear on? I was not wanting this guy to catch me. Like, though, I was serious about this. Okay. So I thought I was doing good, like I said, and then I won, and I wouldn't have to be like, whatever. But no, you if you win, you get the guy. So that's the joke of it. It's playful. It's fun. I actually kind of liked Catch Me. Like I said, I enjoyed the thrill of the chase. Krell says Floppy Pussy Lips was a band John was in. Yep. That's right.
No,
in
that
high
was
school.
that was our second album. Wasn't the band? No.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, I did also dabble into the darker fetishes out there with a game called Click-olding. And basically, I helped a guy edge, I think, in a hotel room with a gun pointed at me. Now, the developer said, yes, that their goal... It's fine. I do it on the weekends anyway. The developer said their goal was to make an unsettling experience. They definitely
so
did
there's
that.
like-
Click-holding.
Well, cuckolding is
Yeah,
it's a play
yeah.
on that with a guy sitting in
I
a
think
chair
so.
watching.
So it's a guy
okay.
in a chair. No,
Yes.
there was only you and only the guy. You're in a hotel room. He's wearing a ball sack mask.
But
and
he's sitting there watching you click.
He is, and he's talking you through it. And I kind of liked it. What? No, he said he wants you to click. All right, and also change the thermostat a lot in the hotel room. By the way, which I thought.
So
was
this
weird.
guy's getting off just on
He's
knowing
getting
that
off
you're
on me
doing
clicking,
things
and he's
for
like,
him.
"You're doing this really well. You're a good clicker. You can't click like me, okay?" And I'm like, "All right, thanks." And then the goal here is just to click and do what he says, because he'll tell you like, "Oh, I like that," and he'll tell you to do things around the room. He'll be like, "Oh, look at that painting. You see that tiger? They don't know that they're actually the prey and not the predator." He's saying all these like profound things while he has you walking around a hotel room. He's having
Yeah.
you pick through the trash, and there's like some like dirty tissues in there. I think the dude's been whacking it like before you came in. But yeah,
Now
I
the
felt-
clicker, it's like one of those things that if you go to to a concert and they're clicking how many people come in the
Yes.
door, it's like
It was
that
just
kind
a
of a
clicker
thing,
in your
right?
hand with a counter, and you have to get to 10K. I've got to tell you guys. My
That's a long
fingers started
time.
hurting. I thought I was going to tape it down. I got to 5K and quit. I don't know what happens
Well,
at the
is
end.
there
If
a
he shoots you,
payoff?
comes. I don't know what happened.
Oh, come
What?
on.
I quit at 5K. I quit. I couldn't take it anymore. Honestly, I wasn't too turned on by this guy. I didn't like the cut of his jib in the chair, if I'm being honest. He was just sitting there. He was lazy. You could get up with me, maybe help me do some
His
things
shirt
around
is
the room.
filthy.
Yeah, he was dirty. He looked like he smelled. I wasn't into him. Now, if I was into him, I'll click 10,000 times. All right, you got me, buddy. But I wasn't into him, so I just kind of was like, I got bored. Like, I feel like the game had potential. It was definitely creepy. I did feel like I was in that weird fetish world. Like, I felt like I was in like, oh my god, are some people into this? Like,
What's the big reward though? I'm reading the reviews.
I don't know.
So this
I
guy's
very
saying
much doubt anybody's into this.
I don't think. Okay, wait, hold on, Matt. Guys are there's a lot. Guys are into anything.
into clicking.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm
Clicking,
really
I don't
into
know.
like concerts and just the fetish of
Yeah.
Yeah.
keeping people out because of the fire code.
It could be that's what it is.
Not sitting in a hotel room watching
You're not
somebody
into like
click.
No.
fire code violations.
Yeah, I mean, if he was ordering me around to clean things in the hotel room, I could get that. I could see a dude into that. Like, oh, you missed a spot, whatever. But no, I was literally just clicking, so I kind of got bored. Like, I expected more. I thought it was going to be creepier in a way. And he was like licking his lips and like grunting and like, oh, I like that. And I'm like, what are you getting all sexual over? Is this like the developer's fetish? Because I really didn't know what was hot about this. Do you guys want to watch somebody like click something? I don't know. I quit it halfway through, to be honest with you. All right, moving on quickly. Speaking of edging, I did play my favorite game from the week with a lot of edging, and it was gifted to me by an anonymous listener, and it's Catherine Classic. They remembered, John, that you reviewed this game many years ago on VGO.
I did,
And
yeah.
I didn't. And they thought it would be good for Valentine's Day. It's heavily like focused on relationships, not necessarily sex, but it's actually a puzzle game. Like that's like the gameplay. On one part is like jumping up Cubert with like moving blocks and getting to the top, and the other part is like a bar scene where you're talking to people. But then it's really all about like the story and the choices you make. Sorry, John, go ahead.
No, I was going to say there was a game we talked about a couple weeks ago. It was O'Malley or one of the
Yeah.
I forgot who talked about it, and it looked. This is the game it was reminding me of because of the colors, the magenta and the black.
Yep.
Like, do you know what I'm talking about? What game?
Yeah,
whatever.
so basically
It's irrelevant.
this is an Atlas game, so it is made by the
Yes.
people who did Persona and Metaphor. It's actually part of the same universe, I believe, from what I was
Yeah, because
told.
I was
talking to
trying to.
people
I was
about
saying
it.
Persona, but I actually met this game when I was fishing
Yes.
for it.
Yeah, so Catherine Classic, it's not Catherine Full Body, which added another character and kind of changed some of the things. But you can play it now on Steam, like even though I think originally I don't think it was out on PC, but I could be wrong. Look, I absolutely loved this game. I really, really did. Like, I thought the storytelling, the voice acting was Troy Baker again, and Laura Bailey, a lot of like well-known people. The voice acting was over the top. Like, you really felt for Vincent. And the story is this: like, Vincent is a coder by day, but he's trapped in a nightmare with devil horns every night because his girlfriend, Catherine with a K, is pressuring him to marry her. Now, Catherine with a K is kind of a bitch, all right? And Vincent seems to only want to be with her because he's lazy. You can tell, in my opinion, he's definitely not into her. And then there's Catherine with a C. Okay?
I like
She's
that.
fun. She's sweet. She's a bit obsessive, maybe dangerous.
Right. More
But Vincent
conventional spelling.
Yeah, exactly. Vincent ends up having an affair with her. And meanwhile, you're wondering, like, does she even exist, or did Vincent create her because he really doesn't want to marry this other woman? But there's all these whisperings in town and at the bar of a dream that if you fall in the dream, you die in real life. And guys who cheat have this dream. And all of the words and choices and texts and emails you go back and forth with the girls that you choose, you get this like devil angel meter, and that will impact the ending that you get. And there's endings for Catherine with a C and Catherine with a K, good and bad endings. And the whole gameplay is like going up this big winding staircase of these puzzle levels in between all of that story. And, you know, there's like even alcohol, like bar, like tips, like they teach you about drinks as you're playing at the bar. Like, it's crazy. Like, the style is over the top. Like, if this was an anime, the story is phenomenal. Like, you could just watch the cutscenes, and the gameplay, the puzzle of like pushing the blocks and trying to get to the top is actually pretty challenging, and I liked it. But I don't know, I have like nothing but great things to say about Catherine. John, I had a clip there for you. I gave you like 17 times, remember, for this game? Are you drunk or high or
Neither.
Okay, well, why don't you get... But anyway, yeah, it was the joke with it is because every time you're pushing these blocks around, if you get near an edge, this voice actress says, edge, 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 edge. And I even began to like some of these, like, different... Just the way it was presented was so over... I guess people who play Persona or Metaphor know kind of the way... There you go. Yeah, like everything you do as you're playing like these levels, there's like rock music going on, it's narrated, like all the blocks that you're pushing and pulling. You really feel for Vincent. Like Troy Baker did a really good job with the English.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. But no, I don't know. Matt, you said you had played this a little bit, but you never finished it. John, I don't know what you remember, but
I don't remember. I still have the game down here. I just saw it the other day on my game rack.
it's over the top style. Like, I can't say enough good things about it. Like, the puzzling is like almost the weakest part of it. Like, kind of this cube puzzling getting up to the top, but the storytelling was phenomenal.
I have a love-hate with that developer, though, like Atlas or the publisher. They put out a lot of innovative games. Ultimately, I always end up like hating them because they're too hard. Is this one hard?
I mean, it does get more challenging with the puzzles, but I feel like it's doable.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking more like Shin Megami and all that shit. Whatever.
No, this is more like in the Persona Metaphor type storytelling world with like puzzle dynamics mixed in. Okay, so now let's move on quickly to a game that's really deep. It's a game about digging a hole.
Yes, I asked you to tell me about your hole. Go ahead.
Yes. So that is the title. I talked about this game. People made fun of me, and then it starts to go viral. Okay, it's getting all these views and whatever, and I can see why, because the game is just about digging a hole. It's very sexual because there's a lot of repetitive movements and there are holes involved. But I actually beat this game and I loved it. You collect stuff, you sell stuff, you upgrade stuff, and the stuff I'm talking about is everything you find in the hole in the backyard of the house you just bought, and you are just digging, you upgrade your shovel, and then you get a drill, and you're just trying to clear out this hole in your backyard and find the secrets, find the chests. I don't even want to tell you what happens if you get to the bottom like I did.
I was going to say, how far down does this thing go? Is there like an alien base down there?
There's something down there. Go ahead, Matt.
What kind of stuff are you? What kind
Do you
want to
know? It's kind of a spoiler for the whole.
No, maybe not.
You want to know? You know? Yeah. You don't. I feel like. Okay, so there are some things I can tell you, like you get a little like metal detector to get ore that you can sell, or like there's some secret chests you can open up to get keys that open up in your shed. But once you get to the bottom, there's something down there. The game changes a little bit. And they said it was just sort of like a side project of one of the developers who worked on Solarpunk, and Was really
I
like
love
impressed
the premise of this game, honestly.
I love it. It's simple, but it's fun. It's addicting. I played this in one sitting. I listened to the new Weekend album twice in a row as I beat this game. That's what I did. It was like the perfect thing to just chill out and listen to music to and play. And it's called A Game About Digging a Hole. And I love it.
So
And
how
it had
long?
fun.
How long does it take to get to the bottom?
I think I did it. I think because the album's about an hour and a half long. I listened to it twice, so about 3 hours or so.
Is there fall damage?
But if
How do you
want
get
to
to the
play
bottom?
more, yes, there's fall damage. You have a jetpack. You can float a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because I'm seeing a video and the guy's just endlessly falling down this
Bill,
hole.
I won't spoil. I won't tell you what happens at
Yeah.
the bottom. You want to get to the bottom so you can figure this out. But yeah, I had a really great time with it. I don't know. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And I think it's going viral because it's just kind of meme worthy and funny. And it's very simple, but it was very satisfying. And it reminded me a little bit of Astroneer when you're sort of terraforming and going down underground and like figuring all that out. And instead of having the oxygen you have to drop, you have this basically battery that can explode. And if it explodes, then you lose all the ore you collected. So you have to be very careful about managing your energy. And your jetpack will take up energy. Digging will take up energy. So yeah, I just really like this game. It's called A Game About Digging a Hole. It's like $5. Check it out. Moving on quickly, I want to mention Rift of the Necro Dancer because we did get sent a key, John, and bouncing in your PC chair is kind of sexual, and I was doing that all week playing this game. It does open up a bit. I know we kind of were a little upset at first, John, that it was more Guitar Hero than Dungeon Crawler like their others.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually pretty fun and well done. And here's the thing with this game. It's $60 when it comes to Switch. It's $17 on Steam. So it's totally worth that because you were going, oh, it's a $60 game. That's only when it comes to
made
Switch.
no sense to me. But I mean, is there more gameplay beyond the Guitar Hero thing?
There's a whole
or-
campaign story mode, that the gameplay is sort of the same, but they did put then there's a challenge mode and stuff. So there's different modes, but yes, the gameplay is more presented in the Guitar Hero way.
Yeah.
But I had fun. I think the music's good. I was literally bouncing in my chair, slamming on my keyboard.
No, the music, some of the slower music I remember in the demo was harder to do.
It was harder, yeah.
Because
It was.
you can't like clearly pick up the beat, you know? But their music is good. The original stuff's great, and it did remind me a little bit of some of the songs of the Zelda game. Like it has a little Zelda-y thing
It does.
still
Yeah, so
in their
check out
style.
Rift of the Necro Dancer on Steam. For $17, it's worth it. I can't say it's worth $60 on Switch because I don't know. I haven't finished it or anything. I don't know how much is really there. But I think it's well priced on PC, and you guys should check it out. And finally, yes, I took a lot of photos of butts this week. Egg butts.
Okay.
And butts.
Egg butts. Okay, because I'm still playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and and one of the goals is to take all of the photos of all the egg butts. They're called like Guatemalas or something. I don't know what they're called. Guatatamas.
I don't think you could say that anymore.
Well, I don't know what they're called. They're called something. You have to look it up and tell me if you know Hello Kitty. Okay. You have to take photos of all these eggs around the island, and they all have their asses out in the sun. And I think this island, like something's really going on here. It's kind of sexual. I think it's sort of like Epstein's Island, even though it's Hello Kitty Island Adventure, because every time I gift something to the tailor, Tuxedo Sam, I hear a zipper open and close. If you don't believe me, go out there and try it if you're playing. There's some dark stuff going on with Choco Cat. I thought it was chocolate at first, but I think the guy likes to be choked. It's just a dark, I'm serious. If you take a look at some of the things.
Cat that likes to be choked?
His name is Choco Cat. Does he like to choke or does he like to be choked? I don't know.
I think he probably likes to be choked.
It's right in his name, okay? And don't get me started with Cinema Roll. That's basically like an Alabama Hot Pocket, but with icing on it. And the animals are sick on this island. I'm serious. If you look at their names and what they're doing, although I do have a thing for the athlete dog, Pokacho. I do like his style. So he's the guy I'm romancing. But no, I'm still playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. But I probably will stop soon because we got Kingdom Come Deliverance I've still got to play more of. And we got Avowed coming up and a lot of big games. But no, this was a fun week. And I kind of feel like I did the really hardcore sexual thing with actual 3D sex and, bouncing on a guy's dick. And then I also played the silly stuff like digging a hole. And, once again, this episode and all of our themed episodes always get me to poke around and look at things I never would. And it always ends up kind of being fun. So that's it for me. I'm just drinking hot chocolate because there's nothing better, I think, as far as a sexy drink. I know for you guys, it'd probably be alcohol, right? But as somebody who doesn't drink.
Glass of wine.
Yeah, I always go for the chocolate. All right.
A nice Pinot Noir.
What did you do, John? Indiana Jones is not sexual.
Yes, he is.
can't
Harrison
open
Ford
with
is a
that.
sex symbol. How dare you?
You cannot open with Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford is a motherfucking sex symbol. You know it. I know it.
I've
Your
never
mother
been
knows it.
sexually attracted
Everyone
to
knows
him.
it.
I've never.
Okay, John.
Yes.
I'll give it to you about
What?
Indiana Jones. But
like the game?
problem is you're in Egypt where it's covered in sand. So
Yeah, that's not
I know.
sexy.
I do have a bottle of lube in my pocket.
Yeah, you
though.
got a dry
And
dick.
I
What do you do with
am.
that?
I am still in Egypt.
And there you have it.
Okay.
That was Where in the World.
All right. So I did play more indie. I'm gonna play it every week, no matter what. And Ben Heck gave me some sexy tips last week about this game.
Did he?
Well, he said just forget all the side quests because that was the one that I was hung up on trying to find this fucking where this red fucking cord goes in this tomb. And so I stopped doing that, and now I'm back on the main story, but I'm still in Egypt, and
I'm not
I still
feeling
like
sex,
it.
John. You know what? Like
I got a sexy Zippo lighter style lighter. That's where
Okay.
what I did this week, and I got an achievement because I went into a tomb and I could find a fucking torch, and I'm like, how do I light this fucking thing? I'm looking for something. Oh, I have to go to the market and buy a lighter. Do you think Indiana Jones would do that in real life?
no.
Don't you think he'd have a lighter already?
Yeah.
I think he's a little dopey, if I'm being honest.
You think so?
Yeah, if he's got this whip and he thinks he can just do anything with this whip, like you better come more equipped. I wouldn't feel safe traveling with
No,
him.
he's got a
scared of
revolver.
rats. First of all,
He's
you don't
got
want
a-
a guy who's scared of something.
I
think
snakes.
you know what? I think
the
Indiana
most.
Jones is kind of a bitch.
He doesn't like snakes and spiders.
Okay, well, get over it, dude. Okay, you
And I
gotta
guess
carry me
rats.
through this fucking tomb. Okay, that's
I
not
thought Rats
sexual.
was his dad.
Yeah,
is the
Rats
dad?
was in Last Crusade, right?
Okay,
Uh,
yeah,
that's
I know
the-
he's just
that's
scared
the
of.
father phobia.
Well, Raiders is snakes, and then spiders
He's
too.
constantly scared.
No,
a
he
lot.
was-
You don't want a dude who's
No,
constantly
he had a
scared,
level
John,
head
you're
with
a
the
tomb.
spiders.
I want a guy who's
in
going to jump in
Raiders.
there, cut the snake's head off. You know.
All right. Let's talk
What'd
about
you
sex
do?
games.
Yes.
All right. So, okay, I did go down some roads. I did search for VR porn games because
Okay.
I'm of the belief that this real sexy stuff's not on Steam. But
Mm-hmm.
I do think though that Steam is getting a little looser here, aren't they?
Yeah.
With the sex games.
Ooh.
Very much.
Because when we started doing this, the Steam sex games, quote unquote, were very benign, right? And so we had to go like on Patreon.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
and-
There was some dark shit on there.
not like
I don't know.
maybe. So all right, so on Steam though, I did get Sex Divers,
Yes.
and all right, so this game is
not
Helldivers. It's not VR. Well, I'll get to the VR game in a second. I'll get to the VR game last.
Okay.
So so Sex Divers is literally fucking Helldivers. It's literally a ghetto ass Helldivers, right?
Okay.
3D engine. You're on a planet. You got hordes of bugs. You got to kill them. Okay. Now here's the weirdest fucking thing about this game. Okay, it's a shitty fucking Helldivers. It's so fucking not great. Okay, but what happens is as you're playing Helldivers, you get video FaceTime calls from a girl masturbating, and you're in the middle of combat.
Oh, that's a little distracting.
I'm not seeing an issue here.
Okay,
You know me, I
so
would've
I don't
loved that,
understand.
actually.
You got
You
this
would've liked that? You would've
nagging
been
woman.
shot.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're in the middle of combat. You have this nagging woman at home, and she's like showing her
Nagging.
ass.
She's trying
and
to
her
show you her
tits.
vagina. What are you?
Yeah.
You should be excited about that.
Well, I don't know. I'm in the middle. I'm almost about to die.
combat.
I'm surrounded
Yeah, exactly.
by fucking bugs.
Right.
And what is happening? Stop
should be able to
calling me.
multitask.
Well, I can't.
Why is your
I can't-
ringer on?
I
What do you
can't
want this
get
woman
off
to
right
do?
now with these calls. Right?
Okay.
I'm in dire danger right now. I am surrounded
Then
by
turn your ringer off if you don't
by
want me
bugs
pooned.
the
Like, what do you-
size of like a fucking zebra, and
Yeah.
they're chasing me, and you're calling me
Yeah.
fucking
I just
masturbating.
think you're not that into her because you should drop anything.
And then she calls back, and now she's showing
Yeah.
me her ass, and she's,
Yeah.
like, hey, look at
Matt's
my
not seeing
my.
the problem, he said. So I don't,
Not at all.
this is a you thing.
Oh, good. Yeah.
No, I'm killing bugs. Stop calling.
Okay.
You don't understand,
I'd
honey.
rather
I'm
kill
on a four.
bugs.
I'm on some weird planet. I'm running out of ammo. Please stop calling me. Oh, please.
I don't
Okay,
know. I'd
shut
rather
up.
take the call. Killing bugs doesn't sound fun. So you're upset that the shooting didn't feel good in the game?
I'm upset because of this whole fucking premise, Michelle. It's ridiculous. And then you're supposed to complete waves of these bugs, and then you unlock more of these videos that are in your gallery that you could watch anytime you want instead of waiting for the calls.
Right. Well, you got to save them, right? Everybody's got a folder.
It's a weird carrot to dangle. I just don't understand the connection to these two things.
Well, I get it. They're killing bugs. Then they're beating off and they're killing bugs.
Well,
right?
You're not beating off. You have you can't jerk off to these videos because you're in the middle of combat.
So the whole game you're in combat, you never go back to base? They don't give you any
Well, no, in the
or...
menus. When you're not playing the game and you're in the main menu, there's a section called Gallery where you can go look at all the videos you've viewed before.
Okay.
Basically the phone calls, and you could see them now in full screen. And I guess if you wanted to, you could touch yourself to these.
Touch yourself. We're supposed to be selling sex on this episode. You're not making this sound interesting. Boys, if you're listening, you can touch yourself out there. Okay, John, you got to come on. Give us a little humor here.
I am giving you humor. This game's. I don't get it.
Touch yourself, children.
Yes, you can.
Touch yourself.
What do you want me to say? If you're so
beat it.
inclined, go to the gallery and
jack off.
jerk it.
There you
All
go.
right,
jerk it.
Cuff
Let's
the
go with
carrot.
jerk it.
Whatever you want to do.
Go
Come
on.
nuts.
Give us a little something other than touch yourself. This isn't 7th grade PE, okay?
But I'm saying, why I'm saying it this way? Because it's not erotic. It's not sexy. It just isn't, okay?
Oh, boy. It's the bugs.
I'm looking at screenshot 17 to 25, and I have to disagree.
Matt likes it. See? This is a real man. John's like, I want to kill some bugs. And it's like, send me a photo.
And
of
wish
your
list.
feet. Yeah, Bill is confused by Cuff the carrot. I don't know what's going on with the tip of John's penis.
Jerking the gherkin, whatever you got to do over there, okay?
Right.
There's some cuffing the carrot later.
Okay.
On my list. I got some of that for you.
Well, good. We're glad we're bringing you excitement at least. John is not entertained. All right. So did you get entertained this week at all?
Well, okay. And then I tried another game that is on Steam that came out like last summer. I wasn't aware this game existed. And it's called Lovecraft. Now, if you recall, I played 3DX Chat a few years ago.
Which is what Matt said was one of his favorite moments in the past. Okay,
and 3DX Chat is basically an MMO sex game, okay, with real people. You go in there, there's all these different like rooms and penthouses and locations, and you're supposed to, I guess, interact with people, talk to them, and then fuck them, right? And that's what this
probably
game,
just about the fucking. I mean, I like the way John tells us. You're supposed to interact with people.
Well, I do think that there's people that probably live in that game, and it's like their second life type thing or something, you know? And Lovecraft is really a direct clone of 3DX Chat, but it's on Steam. Okay, so at 3DX Chat, I had to go through all these weird hoops to get an account there on shady, credit card sites and shit. So this is on Steam, okay? And it's just like 3DX Chat. I don't think it's as good. It's in the ballpark, all right? And It's in the ballpark, and there's quests that you can do. There's NPCs you can fuck, which I don't think 3DX Chat has. So basically, you'll get like quests, and you'll say go to downtown city and talk to this person and fuck them, and that's like a quest, right? But it's an NPC person. But there's also real people in there, and the game's totally free to play.
Do you think you're actually interacting with real people or bots?
No, real people. I do. There's bots though, but they're clearly marked. The bots, the NPCs. So that's something that 3DX Chat doesn't do. They have like these bots that are part of your quest line. So they tried to gamify this a little bit. Now there's a gazillion microtransactions for sexual positions and stuff. It's like right now I have the very
because you sent me some photos.
I don't have a lot of moves
and in
right
every
now,
one,
Michelle.
You're giving a girl oral. I told you to mix
I have
it up.
a lot
I
of
was
oral.
like, this is boring. What are you doing?
I got a lot of oral.
Right.
Yeah, I can give and receive oral.
Okay.
I could have oral standing up. I could have oral sitting down.
Right.
I can have oral all around town.
Yeah, are they going to give you any penetration, or do you have to pay?
No, I have penetration. No, absolutely, I have penetration.
So you penetrated a guy from Oklahoma, right? Because that was playing as a girl.
Well, he was from Cleveland, but yeah.
Hey, now.
So you actually had sex with real other people then.
I guess I did. That's part of the game.
You really did. You cheated on your wife. You
Well,
had e-sex.
As long as they were in different zip codes.
We're doing this fucking not safe for work. This is what I do every year. Okay.
I know. It's just like, I'm
gotta
just saying you
check
have to accept
I
this
need
now.
to see what's going on in this world. Okay.
You fucked a lot of bitches that were dudes from Oklahoma.
I
or boys
probably
from the
didn't fuck any
Philippines.
women, and they're all men. I'm
Yes,
pretty
you had to
confident.
get your first gay. Well, not your first. You've had you've had some gay experiences now, so you're more
Yeah.
well-rounded.
So,
okay.
so listen, this
Not
game.
there's anything wrong with that.
No,
I think that if you want to try something like this will be the way to do it. Instead of going, I
Okay.
think 3DX chat is better. I
Yeah,
do.
but it costs money. This is free, by the way, right? Free demo.
Yeah, 3DX chat has a monthly subscription. This
Yeah.
game's completely free to play. Okay.
Yeah, but then you're getting like low quality dick,
Well,
right?
no,
You'd
if
rather
you
pay, you
spend
get the
money,
guys with the cash.
I mean, some of the character models are good. The hair is bad. The mouths are weird. You could see through people's
John,
skulls.
it looked like you were fucking a blow up doll in one of the photos
Yeah, I
you
know.
sent
You
me.
could
I
see
don't think it
through.
was good.
You could, but at times they're okay. You know, but some of the character models, like you could see like the mouth, like you could see through it, like like on VR, like you can actually go inside characters' heads and you
yeah,
can see
I
like
was
their
doing
eyeballs.
that in Catch Me. I like tried to pan the camera up, and I saw like through my character's butthole, like to the guy's head.
Like,
and you see
so
his
that
teeth,
happens
you know?
in this game,
Wow.
but
Yeah,
this
it
game
takes
is
you out
not
of it.
nearly as established as 3DX chat. 3DX chat does have VR, which I'd never tried.
Okay.
I think I did attempt to do
Now,
the
when
VR,
you
but
were,
it was.
and Matt, I think you want to know this too, right? Because we got to
Yeah.
dig into the psyche here.
Yeah.
When you were with these other people physically, okay,
Yeah.
cheating on your wife, what did you talk to them about?
Nothing.
Did you have any connection with one of them? Like, did
No,
you feel a
absolutely
moment?
not. No.
Okay, because
I don't want anything to do with that.
You felt a moment, didn't you?
Were there any nonverbal signals?
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe
So what it is you go up to someone and you have like options of things you could do, and one of them is just sex, and you
Mm-hmm.
could say sex, and then if they agree, then all of a sudden you have the options to have the sex. All the positions are there.
The sex,
you just
guys.
press the button, and you have the sex.
If you guys want to
And
have the sex and then touch yourself, it's also
I have,
available. It's
but
about
because
7
I have a free account and not premium, I do
Right.
believe that my sex moves were very limited.
very limited. Yeah.
Yes.
So
I
if
couldn't
I
do
was
anything
a real woman in that
adventurous.
game, which I am, and I bet there's no others. I wouldn't want
Yes.
to go to the guy with one move. Who's gonna go?
Right.
You're gonna get the low quality.
You're gonna be looking for the premium people.
Right. I
So
want
if
the
you're so
premium.
inclined, go premium.
Okay.
I think the game is microtransaction to death.
Now you told
but-
me you were being followed by a Chinese person with Chinese language characters.
Yes, I was.
Okay. Now, did you didn't make any
No.
connection there, or maybe
No,
sh-
but
swap recipes?
everywhere I went, that person was. And
yeah, I think they thought they were like, "Here's my Cash App, Daddy. This is what I'll do if you pay me." Like, I wonder what people are doing in that game. Are they, if they're not really interacting? Are some of them on Discord together? Is it like a
I
real
have no
place?
idea.
You think you could plan a date night with somebody?
I think it is. Yeah, and I
Okay.
think that there's couples in there too, because I could see like
Long distance
like-
relationship couples, like
no,
let's meet
like
in 3DX
you would
chat?
see a person like I don't know, this person's Vlad, and then the person next to him, their name is Vlad's wife, like that.
Oh, you mean they're making couples in the game? They're not actual real couples.
I
Okay.
don't know. I saw
Okay.
screenshots on Steam of people getting married.
Right. You should just go in there and be like Vlad's real wife and just fuck up the whole situation. I feel like that could be a good night, you know?
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Vlad doesn't
So-
know.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
okay, so
Vlad.
it's a low quality 3DX chat, but Lovecraft is free on Steam. There's a demo.
It's free. Well, it's just free. It's not really a demo.
Now, is a sex graphic? Do you see bits and pieces like grinding and movements? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
So it's
pieces,
real.
dicks and
Okay.
vaginas and
There's-
See,
boobs
I
and
thought
nipples and it's all
I
there.
thought we were actually going to do the same one. I looked at Operation Lovecraft Fallen Doll demo, and that is not what you're describing.
No,
No.
yeah, because this is actually
This is an
like
MMO.
an MMO. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's interesting about this though is that they're trying to make it somewhat of a game with quests and things to do.
I think that's
It's-
stupid
yeah.
and not needed.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be like, let me collect, this and
I
bring it
didn't-
here when there's a bunch of people around that you could,
Right. And then there was so before I get into the VR thing I played.
I like
so
that
I
joke.
did
Bill says, when you're hung like me, all relationships are long distance. That's a good one. Yeah. It explains
and then
a lot.
the other game I played, which was on gamcore.com.
What the hell?
The hell?
Yeah, GAM core.com.
Do I want to look that up?
If you want,
I didn't see that. And
So I played a game. And I was looking for stuff like this. Okay,
Okay.
And I came across this thing called Ladies Slave. Okay.
Why do you always end up in a subservient position every fucking year?
Now,
Isn't this mixing on Michelle's territory?
so I played. Okay, so I this
That's true. I
site
do like
is like site is like some itch.io type thing. It's like ghetto homebrew games. Okay. And I guess there's a lot of sex games on this. So this came up in Google and I was searching and Lady Slave and I just started playing it. And I had no intention because it was dumb. It looked stupid. It was static images with text. I'm like, this is dumb. I'm not gonna. But the thing is, I couldn't close the window. I never closed it. I kept going.
Why?
Right.
Why?
So here's what happens. I'm a delivery driver. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm delivering
I'm
this.
loading the game right now in my browser. So if I disconnect, let me.
So I'm delivering this box to this house. Okay. And I end up in a dungeon with this woman. Right.
Yeah.
And she says, "You're not leaving. You're now staying here in the dungeon. Sorry." And she puts you in a cage and leaves me in there, right?
Yeah.
And okay, and now I'm like, all right, what the hell's gonna fucking happen now?
Like every dude's worst nightmare, but John's into it. He's like, I'm in.
So she puts me. Well, she had good heels and stuff, and I like her hair. So anyway, so she leaves me in there. I'm in a cage, right?
Okay.
And then the whole thing is like this choose your own adventure thing, and you're basically deciding if you like this or you don't like this, right? That's the whole premise in the beginning, especially. Okay, are you going to try to escape or are you going to try to see where this goes with this
John,
woman?
this is like a text game with just pictures and
I
bad
know.
sound effects.
I couldn't stop it. It's psychological though. I got into it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I told you it looked bad, and I'm like, as soon as I started it, I was going to end it. Okay,
You can
I'm like,
tell a lot about a person by what sex games they play. That's all I'm going to say. You know,
no,
like I was like, oh,
no, I was
and John's
intrigued.
like,
I'm
some
like, where's
bitch
this
locked me in
going?
a cage.
Okay, and then I'm in the cage, and then this naked redhead comes in there with a collar on.
A collar.
Yeah, and she comes in there, and she turns out another one of her slaves. Okay, she's been captured like a few weeks ago. Okay,
did you feel an affinity towards her? Was there Stockholm syndrome setting in with the owner?
Well, this redhead naked woman with a collar brings me in some dark meat chicken, a chicken thigh and a leg.
Dark meat
on a plate. Yeah. Well, it was clearly not a breast. It was a thigh and a leg. I could see.
Well, the bitch upstairs ate the breast. Yeah, you're
so the slave girl brings it in. She puts it on the floor.
Yeah.
And then leaves. And she's mute, doesn't talk to me or anything. But then I noticed that there was a bite taken out of the leg, and I was kind of grossed out by it, so I didn't eat it. Okay. And then the woman comes back in, and her heels are clicking. You hear her coming down the hall.
You got a little excited.
Or are you scared? I don't know. That's the kind of the psychological thing that's going on here. And she comes in. She's like, I want to know if you talked to her. Did she say anything to you? Oh, I see you didn't eat my chicken, dog. You could see I took a bite out of that because that's how I treat my dogs. Right? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's going on here, Michelle.
Like? Why do you like that? That's like the worst.
I'm just telling you. I didn't make the game. I'm just describing it.
You want that.
How do you know? Okay,
because every fucking year you're playing them. Okay, that's how I know. Okay, you're just like, okay. Oh God, I'm
it sounds like what Jim Ryan's doing after.
Okay, so now, so all right, well, whatever. I guess.
I'll eat your chicken leg. Sorry.
So then the red-haired slave girl comes back. And she's been ordered to basically get me to take my clothes off, okay? And get back in the cage.
But you were already naked. That's the twist.
No, I wasn't.
I
wasn't. Not initially.
Okay.
I was just a clothed delivery driver, okay?
Okay.
And so then this girl comes back. She lets me out of the cage. She's like, listen, you can't leave the dungeon. It's locked. And if you try to run, bad things are going to happen. You need to take your clothes off and get in the cage. I do. And then she leaves. And then I hear the heels coming down the hallway. Click, click, clack, clack, click. Door opens. I'm naked in the cage. Okay. Yep. I don't know what's going on. Do I try to run? Do I try to club her? Well, no. Here's what happens. To be continued.
They left you on an edge.
This game.
They didn't finish it?
No, it was updated on February 5th. What's going to happen?
You've got to contact the developer. You've got to get an early access to this.
So the last update was February 5th, 2022. I'm never gonna know what happened in this.
Well, here's what happened. She killed you. It's a crazy bitch. You were just like, she's killing all these men. She keeps the woman upstairs. She's killing the dude she fucks. She fucks him and kills him. You were gonna die.
I'm never gonna know. I
can't believe you were sucked into this. But yes,
I'm sad too.
I wanted to know where it was going.
Well, she did say that my work was in on this, and she bought me from my job.
Oh,
She has an agreement with
Okay.
this company I worked for. I guess I didn't understand what I was delivering. Right? They sold me to her. That's what was going on.
you were eating the leg of the last guy who was in there. That wasn't chicken.
So,
another
that's
game John will never finish. Cece says, "Yep."
I
But he did
can't.
finish in real life playing it because I could tell the way he said, and then the click of her heels down the hall. And you're like, oh, John wants to be
Michelle,
dominated.
it was a fucking JPEG with sound effects.
You got excited. You kept playing, okay? You're the one that kept playing.
Right.
Don't take it out
I
of
got
me.
sucked into it.
was
I'm
too.
like, okay, right away. I'm like, hey, all right, where is this going? I need to know now where this is going.
You want to know. Is that like every
Okay.
delivery guy's fantasy? I'm sure it's probably happened.
Yeah.
You open the door, it's a sexy lady. Her husband's not home until 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
You have a broken
Just
air
wearing a
conditioner.
bathrobe.
Yep. This is what John
All right.
wants.
So here's the VR game.
Okay. Uh-oh. It gets worse.
So there is a game I should have played, but I didn't. It was called Adult VR Game Room. And it was a game that people said is like the one to play right now, like on Reddit.
Okay.
Like, you had to join the Patreon. I actually discovered it too late today to do it. But this game, Adult VR Game Room, is another, online community game where you basically are in some laboratory, some fucked up laboratory, and you're creating like your dream mate,
Okay.
right? And I guess you could have sex with them in VR. But
I guess you can have sex with them. Yes, John, that's
I
probably
didn't play it. But
I know what I'm
then
saying.
You can
Well,
have the sex with them.
But
He
the
didn't have
hook
the
with
sex.
the hook with this game is the community aspect where you create these women or men, I suppose, and then you can then go online with them and share them with the other users together, and you could.
So you have a really popular character you create.
You could fuck each
Yeah.
other's creations together.
Just a bunch of dudes fucking each other's dude creations.
Right.
It's a beautiful circle of life.
Right. Hey,
Oh,
dude.
Buddha says
hey,
Adult
once you
VR
make-
Game Room is awesome. He's played.
Yeah, and
all
people
right.
people on Reddit were saying this is the one.
This is the one.
And this came out after the last time we did this topic. So
Okay.
all the other VR games, though, I've played them. I've played all of them. Your dominatrix simulators, your holodecks, whatever. I've tried them all. Like I
Right.
can't. All the names escape me. But what I didn't try was VR Secretary. Until now.
Now, this is a new thing for you because you usually like to be dominated, not do the dominating. A secretary is
Well,
sort of a subservient thing.
This game is something else.
Okay.
I did this one too.
Did
okay.
you? Okay, well, jump in with
Well,
them now.
A-Lee version.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the background with this, by the way, and this is an Asian developer. I don't know where they are exactly. I tried looking it up, but Ailey Edition. Ailey is a crypto. It's an NFT. Okay, and one of their NFTs is Model 1001. Okay, and in this game, you are trying to hook up with Model 1001, and
Okay.
so you are a CEO of a company, and basically you've hired an Android assistant. It doesn't say this, but it's what's happening. Because on your computer screen, it says AI assistant and it shows a picture of her. Okay, and she comes into your office and she's a mute. She doesn't talk. And honestly, I think that was a good design decision. I think it was
I think
out of
most guys
necessity.
would think that was a good design
No,
decision.
no. It actually really adds to this character's just presence and persona because she's very innocent looking, but very beautiful woman. You know, very tall, nice legs. They dress her nicely with the nylons and the heels and all that stuff. Her outfits do change, which is great. She starts out with some sheer pantyhose, and then she goes to a darker, and then at the end she has like a red suit with red heels. And then they're gonna be doing a Valentine Day update. So, but she's kind of mousy. She's good looking woman, good proportions, tall, thin, long legs. But you're trying to hook up with her, okay? And you're trying to do it carefully, and it's kind of like a rogue in a way because if you fuck up even a little bit, game over. She slaps you, it's over. Starts over. Okay. Now, how far did you get in this? Did you finish
Day
it?
3.
Okay, good.
I couldn't
okay.
get through day 3.
Well, day 3 is the last day.
No, isn't there
No.
day 4?
No, there's not.
Oh, well,
All right,
yes, I did finish it.
Well, you have to go. You have to go out the door to finish it. Did you notice the door back there?
Yes.
And then you go into a room, a dark room.
What is the gameplay?
Yeah.
Okay, the gameplay is this. It is dialogue. So it starts out, you hire her, she comes to the office, and you're basically checking her out. If you look at her ass and there's a little heart meter that comes up, you look at her boobs, a little heart meter comes up, and you're like right away attracted to her. And honestly, she's attractive in VR. And so you're just trying to keep your hands off her initially, right? You're trying to get to know her. And so you decide on topics. You're like, she comes to the office, you're like, hey, can you clean my bookshelf? And of course she goes over there and she, gets on her tippy toes and she's reaching high and you're checking her ass out. You're like, hey, can you help me with my computer? And she leans over your desk and she's on the computer and you're just trying not to touch her initially, right? And then you get through that day and then basically you invite her out for dinner and then you go to a bar in like some, like Hong Kong or Tokyo's, rooftop bar restaurant. And you're basically taking her out, and then it tells you to get her drunk, right? And you're trying to find the balance of having her drink enough, but not too much, right? Because if he drinks too much, she basically falls over, and you have to start the day 2 over. I don't know if that happened to you.
You
It
don't want
happened
to
to me.
Cosby her. Yeah, there's no fun in that. You want a little
right?
challenge.
And so like day 2 was a bitch. Did you pass it like easily? Because I had trouble
No.
with it. Yes.
Yeah, it took me forever.
Yeah, day 2 I did like maybe 8 times or something until I finally finished it because she kept getting too drunk and I didn't understand that's what was happening. But it keeps saying get her drunk. So you have all these conversations, Michelle, you can have with her, and you're basically trying not to talk about work or any of this stuff. Keep the topic on her. Tell jokes. Like if you do all of that right, you will get. And she's a little bit tipsy. She will allow you to start touching her in the bar. Okay. And you can kiss her and all that, and then you have the last drink, and then the date's over. And then the next day at work, she comes in a super sexy red dress with red heels, and she's like, "Let's fuck." So,
right. And she's like, I want a promotion, or I'm quitting, and I'll quit.
But there's nothing graphic about the sex at all. She's fully clothed. You can't
But
take
do
her
you
clothes
necessarily
off.
need? That's a good question for you guys. Like,
No.
Do you need to have that in
No.
these sex games?
Yes.
Because I see a lot of reviews of people like you, Matt, where people say, "Why did I
Yeah.
even play this? Like, there was no like payoff."
No, but there was, because you know what? Of all these games I played, this was the best game.
Yeah, with her, with this one in particular, yes, it was fine. With
It
her.
was fine. It's the best game.
But
And
are you
honestly,
looking for a game, or do some people seem to?
I
like
liked-
a lot of these are low quality games that people just shit out. It seems like people are just looking for like something new to spank it to every couple of days.
right? But
and they're
okay,
looking
you know
for
what?
a new experience.
I genuinely wanted.
You want a good adult game because that's where I'm at.
I
Like, why
wanted
can't there
to
be a good game
advance
that
the
also has adult
relationship
themes?
with this VR girl. Like
Okay.
it just it worked for me. Okay, it just
Okay.
did. Like I actually cared about it, and the way the emotion in her face and how she looks at you.
Okay, you guys
and
need to watch the movie Her. You're getting a little too into this.
I've seen it, and
I felt
and-
emotion in her face. I started to
No,
feel for her.
but I'm saying they did a good job. I'm giving them
Okay.
credit for it. Okay.
Yeah.
And the fact she doesn't talk, and the fact she has this kind of very innocent looking face and eyes, and how she looks at you, and like
Well,
it worked.
I mean, that's intentional. That plays into a man's fantasy. Acting
yes.
dumb is always better.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was talking. It was just he was repeating what she was saying.
Yes.
It was an actual voice actress.
There was no voice acting. He's just
Okay.
basically responding to fictional dialogue that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
He's filling in the gaps for you, the player. You know.
Okay.
Like, because you ask her, "Oh, what's your hobby?" And then she just looks at you, and then he says, "Oh, no wonder your legs are so beautiful. You love working out."
Well, it
But
lets
she
the
doesn't-
man fill in the fantasy
Yes.
of what they believe she said,
Yes.
so that's why it would work for different people.
Yes, but he
Yeah,
does
it's probably
kind of give you.
intentional.
It's totally intentional, and he says again, "What's your hobby?" And then he goes, and then you hear him thinking, "Oh, no wonder she. I could tell she works out a lot because her legs
Right.
are so
if a
great."
guy's a gym rat, she could say, "I like going to the gym." He'd be like, "Oh," or she's not. She'd be like, "I like playing tennis." You know,
Yeah.
like a guy can fill it in. So I think it's very intentional. Like for storytelling, John, it sounds like it worked.
Yeah, I'm giving this game a lot of credit because I
Right.
liked it quite a bit, to be honest. And
good.
and I don't know where the game goes from here because Matt, after you do the third day in the office and you get on top of her and all that, you basically go out the door and then you're in like this weird black area with a desk with a framed photo. And she's off in the distance, and I think you got married to her. I think that's what happened there.
Is that what you're thinking?
I do.
I have no idea.
Matt thought he killed her in the
it's a
alley.
weird-
Yeah, I don't think John's ending was
So
just
people,
hiding
so
under
I
that
looked on Steam, and people are asking like, "Where's this going?" The developer just posted like today or yesterday that they're releasing new outfits for her, so she's gonna have a Valentine Day outfit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll get a new pair of heels.
Well, people were saying that in the Steam message board. Like,
Yeah.
if I have a secretary, I need choices on heels. I need more
I
heels.
think it's very important. If you're a guy out there and you hire a secretary, you gotta check out her heels first.
That's right.
Right.
This is 1990
So, all right.
Japan.
Those
whatever
are
this takes
those
place
are
in.
the not safe for work games I played.
Okay. Well, we did learn a lot, John, like we always do with you.
No, I'm
think
just
it's an important
this is what
session.
happened. I'm
Yeah,
supposed
I know.
to do
I'm
this.
just saying
This is
we're all
beautiful.
learning. It was beautiful.
And I'm
about
having
what
a
you're into.
Heineken Zero. All right, Matt.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, Woody.
There we
Yeah,
go.
what did you do out there?
What's going on, Matt? Did you
All
fuck
right,
any
well-
animals or
No.
I mean, I did have do a pony one year
You
and a
did.
horse and a
I
cow.
remember.
Yeah, I do. I remember
That was the
one.
weird shit. Like
Right.
the little pony thing.
Oh, getting
was
your dick electrocuted wasn't weird, and the other stuff you've done.
the airport hangar.
Yeah.
That was pretty good with the
Yep.
just really mean Eastern European woman.
You like that. You gotta stop. I want you to play next year like a game where you dominate the woman, smack her on the ass. Like, just get out there, John. You're getting, you know.
You don't know that.
I can tell what you're doing with these games. I'm concerned. All right, just
These are the
host to
games that are
host.
there. I
Yeah,
mean,
you just
do
want to
what
be
you like,
stomped
John.
on with your
Just
heel
do
with
whatever
heels. I
you
get
like.
it.
What are you talking about?
You're like
I was
Paul
in a
Giamatti in
cage.
Billions. You want
I
a
was
woman
in
to
a
stand on your
cage
balls,
in,
okay?
in a fucking airport
Yeah.
hangar.
Yeah,
but
I know.
hey,
All right, sorry, Matt. It's your time. Let's talk to us about what you did.
No. This is what the people want.
They want to hear me yell at John. Yeah. All right. So, did you actually fight any good games, or was it all trash?
Oh,
All right, so that was my goal because I've dabbled in not safe for work games. I've looked at Orcs Massage before, and because
yeah.
of your recommendation, I've looked at House Party.
Yep.
And so I had a couple already in library, but I really wanted an actual like game first. So that was my goal and looking and everything. And Steam is a good source these days. I mean, it does have some.
yeah,
stuff
it
in
really wasn't when we started doing this. Like, it
Right.
truly wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I looked on Reddit, looked everywhere else. Looked like itch.io was itch.io was a good source, so I went there. And the first one I found is a game called Queen's Brothel, and it's something. So
Let me look it up.
yeah, it's kind of like a old school Flashpoint kind of thing with modern cartoonish graphics, I guess is how to describe it. But it's good. So you start off as you're queen, and you start off giving a blowy on a bus. Like that's the very first thing that you see when the game starts.
Bus. Well, you're a queen.
Yeah, on
What
the
kind of
bus.
queen is that? If I'm a queen, I'm not giving a
Well,
blowy on a bus.
I don't
better
think
come
it
to
was
my
given
throne.
by. I don't think it's nobility. I think it,
Okay.
but yeah, she gets off the bus in this new town. She wants to open a brothel, and she goes talks to the mayor. Mayor's like, "Here, hold the sign out by the fountain," and it says free blowjob. So she goes and does that.
The mayor has her do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good mayor. I'm looking at the animations here.
Well, he's thinking about the tax dollars this is going to bring
Yeah.
in so they can
Right.
build the new library in town.
So yeah, he does that for her. She goes out there, does everything, and the gameplay itself is actually it's kind of like an idle clicker, except you have these little icons that you can select in the bottom corner to change up to throw in extra stuff that you want to do to your client, and that speeds it up. And the whole goal is to make them orgasm before the timer runs out at the top. And then as the game progresses, there's going to be more and more clients at once that you need to try to take care of. But you also recruit more and more girls through the game. And the story is funny. The gameplay is kind of just relaxing to say the least.
I'm looking at
So
some of these images.
is this a management sim where you're looking at profitability and
Sort of, yeah. There's not a lot like you're not getting a top down view of your brothel and then clicking ad rooms, that kind of thing. You have to go talk to the town carpenter and ask him to build you another room for another girl that you just recruited, and that's it.
This
Michelle,
is
what
what
are
I'm
you gonna
talking about.
say?
Some things I don't understand. Like I'm looking at these images on the bottom. I'm on the itch.io page, and there's a girl doggy style on the floor with her a string tied to her finger, which is tied to his balls. Now
that's so
what
she
is-
doesn't forget?
Right.
Okay, I guess you guys get it. I'm like, what am I? Is this like a fetish? What am I getting? Like, I don't think. Okay, so there's like a sense of humor to the game. You're saying no, like it's definitely
Right.
quirky. I can see
Yeah,
in some of it. Okay.
Yeah, and I actually went upstairs, and this was the first one that I really tried. And my wife knew I was doing this in a week, and I went upstairs and I told her about it, and she comes down, she tries it, and she's actually more addicted to this game than I am.
Wow. So it's actually
like I
fun.
said, it's just yeah. I mean, it's just a relaxing kind of idle clicker kind of thing, and you get
Okay.
while you're doing the clients, you have to switch your girls around because they get tired, and after they're all done, you got to go give them a shower, or else they look ridiculous for the rest of the day and the cutscenes and everything. So, but yeah, that's Queen's Brothel.
Queen's Brothel. All right.
Yeah, I give it 7 out of 9.
It's an auto
hookers.
comer, Kevin says. Yeah, it's idle clicking.
Next, I wanted to do something for Matt. Since I'm kind of filling his seat, so to speak. So I tried looking up voyeur stuff.
That's good.
Came across on itch.io Janitor of Love. Now, it may seem kind of appalling first to some when you get to it. But if you think of it differently, like a poor Batman trying to protect the girls inside the dormitory
That's
instead
honorable.
of just spying on them. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, he's spying on them to make sure they don't do bad stuff.
He's a good guy.
You install.
Wait, is he
cameras.
jerking off to these girls?
Probably, yes.
Oh, he's protecting them. Come on.
So the bonus is
He's
I'm
Batman.
protecting you, but I might be jerking off too. But you're protected. Just don't worry.
Right.
Look, if the
I'm
guy,
looking
if
from
he
afar.
saves my life, let him jerk it. Okay?
Right, exactly.
I think let him.
So
He
you
earned it.
taking a dump. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Janitor of Love.
So,
Let me look this up.
yeah, it's kind of like like the last one, cartoon flash game kind of thing. But
Yep.
you have girls living in your building. You're a janitor, so to speak, working at the front desk. The girls walk left and right at the beginning of the day, and then they come back later in the day. You have to figure out their times that they're coming and going. That way, you know when to put the cameras in and when to actually watch the
This
cameras.
is like that movie Sliver with Sharon Stone and Billy Baldwin. You're managing the
Right.
whole look, John, the cameras, like with all the. This Matt would love this. This is perfect
Yeah.
voyeur.
Yeah. And you actually have to do the work inside and the outside.
But are you like the
work.
smartest guy at the school, like Goodwill Hunting too?
Yeah,
Or
like
kind
why
of
are you a
thing, or-
janitor
Yes.
if you're
Oh,
this
yeah.
crafty?
Is this kind of like Goodwill Hunting? You're like a
Right. Yeah.
creepy Matt Damon who jerks off instead
Yeah, or,
instead of solving equations on
poor Batman? Yeah, either way.
Poor
however you want to
Batman
do it.
sounds better. I think it's better marketing.
which is funny because Ben Affleck was in and also wrote Goodwill
Yeah, there's a
Hunting
connection
about
here.
a janitor.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically a pervert. I think we're going to go with that.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's a
Absolutely. That's all
pervert.
this
He's
is.
watching these
Yeah.
girls in this dorm, but he's keeping them safe.
Yep.
But what is the
Absolutely.
game, by the way? Like I see you're doing
So-
like all these puzzles and shit.
Yeah, you have an energy bar. That's how long your day lasts, and you have to try to keep that energy bar up by taking an occasional nap in the closet.
You're gay.
But yeah.
Well, possibly.
And also you click
Yeah.
buttons to do work inside, outside. That speeds through a few hours of the day. And all while you got to try to earn the money to install cameras into certain rooms. And there's like maybe 20 rooms, and there's only like 4 or 5 girls to start. So you don't know which room is which, and you can do that by stuff that turns up in the lost and found. So when they come up and ask for that stuff, you can have a conversation with them to try to figure out what room they're in, so you know which room to put the
Some
cameras
creepy
in.
shit,
God.
dude.
Right? Yeah. Oh yeah.
But are the
absolutely.
girls into the janitor in any way, shape, or form? And do you get to see
Are
your
you
character?
cute? Yeah. do
to
you
the
see
point
yourself?
that I was at? No, I don't think I don't remember seeing myself.
Are you Matt
I
Damon
can't
cute?
say. In real life, yes.
in the game.
Well, good.
Oh,
We only
no, I
want
have no
cute
idea.
guys here. I think you're probably creepy in the game, John. If I'm being honest, let's be
Yeah,
real.
oh, yeah.
You're probably a creepy guy with a mop, and you're just watching these young girls, and you're just like, you
But Matt
pretend you're.
Damon, he blew up the whole janitor mold with Good Will Hunting.
What's with you and janitors? You hot for janitors or something? They're like,
Well, I just thought of Good Will Hunting with this. You're a
Yeah.
janitor in a college.
he was an
and-
athlete. That's different. This is just a all right. So,
But
that
he,
is
but
very
he was a
voyeurist. I
janitor
appreciate
that
you
never
doing
had a
that for
chance.
Bradford.
You know, and all of a sudden he could solve all these equations, but he wasn't a student, Michelle.
John, you're really into this. I think we got him.
He's going to be thinking about this all night.
He's gonna be thinking about this for a while. This is the
But I
rest
don't
of the show. He's
understand
gonna
the
be bringing up
premise
Matt
of this,
Damon. Have
so-
you seen
but what-
Good Will Hunting? This is his new mummy.
The premise is to just spy on these girls and get their videos of them in the bathroom or in the living room.
Oh no,
or
are they
bedroom.
tinkling or are you just the bathroom? They're just changing.
I don't know.
Or-
I never
okay.
caught one. I tried.
Okay, all right. You got to give them more
So
water.
you're not very good
You
at
got to
that.
put
I tried for the
electrolytes
show.
in their water or something. Just get them to pee.
Right.
He's a bad janitor.
Yeah, it's difficult to find a room where
Mm-hmm.
the girl is actually in the you spend the days doing the
You just hide out
you
in
know,
their in their closet more.
yeah.
It's a good
But yeah,
tip.
that's janitor of love.
Okay. At least it's of love. He's nice. He's a nice
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
They don't. It's they don't know that though.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
his man love.
Right.
His-
I give that one 3 out of 6 hidden cams.
Okay.
And then on
I think we should give him like tissues, like Kleenex,
Why?
to clean up.
me.
Yeah, how many Kleenexes did you need?
Oh,
Oh,
he didn't need many. I don't think he was
So
into this one.
is this one Kleenex game?
Yeah, sounds like
I just find socks on the floor. They're-
That's
Okay.
good because I have a
Some
sock on
brands
my
in there.
microphone. Yeah, this is a sock episode. Or what else did you do? Anything else VR or was it just the secretary?
Yes, I did. Today I did 3 VR games, and one we already talked about, the secretary one. The first one, and this is what I was kind of alluding to earlier about the payoff versus no payoff, and this is called Love On Steam.
It's called
Okay.
Love on Steam. Is that the name?
Love on.
It's Love On.
Oh.
and it's on Steam. Love On. And it's $19.99 normal price, not on sale, but it looked like something that might had a little character to it. So I went ahead and tried it. You save a girl in the alley at the beginning, and remember this is all in VR. You save her by throwing your laptop at her. I mean, at the guy attacking her, and that splits it up, breaks it up. She wants to thank you, but she's being all innocent about it. And long story short, you end up trying to build this little relationship with this girl that you saved.
Now, the chatters want you to lean into the microphone more. And as you're doing that, I'll say, I'm looking at this on Itch as well, and there's a lot of feet photos. Is this did that come up?
What?
Love On.
No,
Is it
no, this was on Steam.
okay, is it a different game that I'm looking at on Itch with a little...
Yeah, I'm having a hard
Yeah,
time finding this game too.
It must be. Yeah, it was on Steam.
Okay, no, but
Love
it could be the
On.
same game.
It's
Is it
2
like an
words.
anime girl cartoon?
Yes, there's probably different,
Okay.
different models and chapters. I think.
Okay.
Is this better, chat?
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
think you
she
sound
has like a
good.
chocolate banana and
Yes,
and vampire
that-
teeth.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make
no
sure I'm looking
vampire
at the right
teeth.
game.
Yeah, she does.
Chocolate banana. Yeah,
It's
chocolate
like those
banana
anime
was the
vampire
same.
teeth.
Yeah, they give them little fangs, the little monster
Yeah.
fangs. I can see them. Yeah. So she's got a chocolate banana. Okay.
Okay, so I spent 45 minutes taking this girl on little dates, and we get all the way to the end, and things are about to happen, and they blur her freaking nipples.
What the hell?
Because it's Japanese developer. Is that why?
I have no idea. I was so pissed. It was 45 minutes and she
Yeah.
was cute. The thing is, like, you can actually like sit there, you can knock on her boobs and stuff while she's during these scenes, and she doesn't react or anything. So, it has great physics and everything. So I was looking forward to seeing what was going on underneath all that. But yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't see.
You get a girl home
And it
and
was-
she takes off her shirt and she has band-aids on her nipples. You're
Yeah,
going to be like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Why do you have pixelated nipples? How is this possible?
Yeah, that's a tease.
Yeah, they
Exactly, SP. It's a
That's-
tease.
That takes you out of VR too,
Nobody wants
because
blurry
Right.
nipples.
like what if that could happen in real life? Like if you girl takes in her
So I
nipples
said
are
she's got
pixelated.
band-aids on her nipples. You take
No
her home.
pixelated. Forget the band-aids. Just pixelated.
Well, I think there'd be a bigger problem if you saw pixels all over a woman you just took home. I think the AI thing is happening.
Right.
Yeah,
The Matrix
$15 for
is-
blurry nipples is not worth the payoff.
No.
Well, I think. Listen, I think this has to do because it's a Japanese developer. Because on that VR Secretary, I read an interview with the developer, and he was saying that there's kind of a problem with this type of game.
But you can
in
have a
the
sexy
Asian
game
world.
without
Yeah.
showing it. It's just in this game where you're taking the girl out on dates and you're finally gearing up to it, and then you see it, and then they're just pixelated. That's different. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But they
Yeah,
could have did
I-
what VR Secretary did, which is you can't get her clothes off. You could touch her all over the place. You could spread her legs, but
Right.
Yeah, but that
That's
was
almost-
free.
Right.
yeah,
It's true. It's like taking a girl
Yeah,
on
so
vacation and she doesn't even suck your dick, right? You paid.
right.
Okay. I hear you, Matt.
That was-
Just kidding. It happened to somebody I knew like a decade ago. Okay. So what else did you play in the VR world? That you liked? Anything?
And I'll go ahead and mention one last one.
Okay.
There's several more, but I'll just go with this last one.
Okay.
Femdom Wife Game.
Femdom?
What?
Dawn or Dom?
Femdom
Okay.
Wife Game.
Okay.
femdom.
Yes.
Okay,
Zoe edition specifically.
Okay.
All right, here we
check
go.
this
All right,
out.
this is
Yes.
my kind of game. All right, I think.
John's in.
All right,
This was the best one that I played this
Okay.
afternoon because it's just,
and you got a
it's
dildo on
going
your
for
mouth,
it.
and she's fucking your face. That's always
What
good.
the hell?
So
Oh,
you
okay,
start
so
out-
let me ask a question. All right,
Whoa.
right. No,
I was going to ask
go
you a
ahead.
question quick
Yep.
because I've tried a bunch of games that look like this, and it's just like a fucking mannequin that you're.
Wait a
like
minute.
dead blow up
yeah.
She's
doll.
spanking you. You're over her lap and she's spanking you. You guys, so you're another one into this
That's
shit,
the
Matt.
least
Come
of
on.
his problems.
Okay,
That's
so
what
she's
else-
pegging you. So
Yes, there
okay,
it
when
is.
she's
Oh, no.
when she's pegging you. All right, explain to me because again, I play
John's
games that look
into
like
pegging,
this.
so explain this to
No,
him
I didn't
slowly.
say that. No,
Yeah,
I played
we know
games.
it's true.
I see
Right.
you're giving her oral. She's got gloves on.
Right.
Right.
Great start.
Okay.
But like, what are you doing? Because I've done games like this. It's literally like a
Zoe,
corpse.
chastity,
It's a
coming,
corpse.
pussy worship,
Is it-
pegging,
is it
and
a cor-
cheating.
is it a-
These are the
is it a
tags.
fucking
of this. Come
corpse?
eating, pussy
All true.
worship,
Yep.
and pegging.
It's a
Did
corpse?
that happen?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, she does actually move and everything. And,
Okay.
And she does talk. She does, but she has such a horribly bad AI voice.
Right.
So what I wanted to do was just start with the story. So I started with the story. You're a married couple, normal, average married couple, and
And then you guys discover sex toys on the internet, and then
well, she does because she's not getting satisfied.
oh, okay.
And so she starts talking to her girls one night when you come home from work. She's not there. She's out with her girls. The next day she comes back and, now she's right in your face because, that she needs to get off. So it very much escalates from there. So she starts thinking about what else she can do in the bedroom. And each day, you wake up, you can have sex with her on the table in the living room, or in the dining room, or in bed, or you can rub her feet in the bathtub, and there's all these different things that you can do. But
But wait, there's another
yeah,
woman involved, and other men too.
yeah, it's going.
Now
to get
it
to that
says
point.
Okay.
NTR cheating is optional. What does that mean? NTR.
Cheating and NTR. What's NTR?
What's NTR mean?
Do we know? Let's look it up.
That I don't.
What does
know.
NTR stand for? Oh, netro rare, which translates to cheating in Japanese. The cuckold, the husband of an adult, a cuckold. So
yeah.
it's optional if you want to be a cuckold.
Yeah, you can turn off a lot of different things in the settings. I think.
Now is this game totally? It's $20.
$20?
No, yeah, it's $20.
Now you said you liked this. What did you like about it? Did you like that you were wearing a strap on your face, or what did you?
Well, if your whole purpose for not safe for work game is just the sex and
Okay.
just the naughty stuff, then I mean, this out of the three that I played, this is definitely the most.
It got to it. There was no
yeah, right.
let's just take you out on a date
Does,
first.
does she have dialogue?
Yes. Oh yeah. You have choices. You can on what you want to say to her. Things that just how you doing. You want to take her to a restaurant, and you actually go to the restaurant, and oh, well, that was nice. And then you go back and go to bed and next day starts. So yeah, there's actual choices and different dialogue, but like I said, she's very robotic in her,
Yeah.
even during the sex. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very robotic, but yeah, I mean, it was very interesting as opposed to everything else, which was kind of just, average run of the mill kind of stuff that you would expect.
Yeah, I feel
mean,
like you want one or the
this is
other. A
going
good
places.
game with like a good story and it leads up and whatever, or like just get to it. And it sounds like some of them kind of ride the line in the middle of like, this is kind of, wasting my time, but there's no payoff because the
Right.
nipples are blurry and they're just like money
Right.
grabs, cash grabs. Like they're selling you a story, they're selling you an idea. It's like the front cover of a, of a movie box from the 90s. You're like, okay, what's really going to happen? Like they're selling you this idea, but it doesn't end up happening. But I mean, it sounds like you
Yep,
guys still
and-
liked the things you did, like the VR stuff, but it's just not
Yeah.
there.
I feel like the initial games I tried, there was that company called like Sitor, like it was like erotic
Yeah.
backwards.
Isn't that
they
they're
had
all
like the
indie that nobody
they had like the Rocky Horror kind of thing going on where you
Mm-hmm.
show up at a mansion and it turns out it's all full of dominatrix and
Yeah, you never finished
and-
that story either, where the girl goes there with her boyfriend that gets kidnapped. And
No,
all that.
I don't. No,
Oh, yeah.
no, I never. That was one of the best ones. And then there
Yeah.
was one which I tried finding today because I wanted to see if they updated it, where I had an android girl in my house. Mm-hmm. That one was great, and that was the one where you could watch movies in the bed with her,
Right.
and like that one was so well executed, like it
Yeah.
just was.
Right. Because like you're on a
and-
real
and-
date.
And well, they scanned like a real porn star. I think it was. I couldn't find it. I thought it was like Riley Reid or something, but like I couldn't
Yeah,
find
it
it
had
today.
like real porn star scans in there. I remember you talked about that.
Yes, like that one was really good. The Sitor Dominatrix Rocky Horror one was excellent,
Right.
and then the rest of them were just kind of like they had good reviews, but it was just like these lifeless mannequins, and the sex is stupid. I guess if you really got into this, you would put the attachments on your body and like
Yeah.
like a fleshlight type thing or whatever. I think that's kind of if you really got into this, right? Because
Yeah,
otherwise,
this-
what the fuck are you doing? I don't have any room down here, by the way. Like that whole dating game with that VR secretary was a fucking nightmare for me because you couldn't.
Why did you have to walk around? What were you doing?
Well, you couldn't reset the camera. So like on my date, we were drinking champagne, and I had to toast her. And to toast her, I had to go through the virtual wall in my basement that I painted for VR. And then when
Right.
she was on my desk, I couldn't do any of that.
So are
because
you
can't
just
reset
down there
the
like
camera.
moving your hands like you're touching her like in VR?
Well, you have to advance the story. That was part of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should have set up a camera. It's funny.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, what do you,
There is one more, Cloud Meadow on Steam. It is
Okay.
very much game forward,
Okay.
and it's very very much bestiality kind of furry thing, I guess. But it's very like you breed monsters in your barn and everything else like that to make new monsters. There's a
you-
whole gardening.
have sex
crop
with the
system.
monsters or
You can if you want to be the one
Okay.
that pops out the egg, I guess.
okay. I'm looking at it
but-
here now. This is weird. Cloud.
Yeah,
Meadow.
it's like Stardew Valley with kind of mechanics, and there's going into dungeons to
Okay.
turn-based fight others. I mean, it's interesting. It's very much game forward, but
Do you think you're gonna like poke around more of these though? Because I know you said you had a couple, but like, are you more open to like, hey, there's actually real games out there that just happen to be adult, or do you think the world just still needs more evolving?
well, I'm actually surprised at how much gameplay that some of these do have, like
Okay.
that Cloud Meadow, and I'll probably. I mean, Queen's Brothel, my wife really likes, so I'm
Good.
sure I'm going to be seeing
Well, shout
more
out
of
to
that.
her for being a good sport about it too, for that,
Yeah.
like knowing you were going to do this and come out and do this. So I'm glad you found some stuff. Now, what are you drinking, Matt? Anything before we?
All right. So that was another whole journey. Long story short, I'm drinking a Climax with a D.
Oh, there you go. You brought an adult drink. What is it?
It's I found a bottle of moonshine called Climax,
Okay.
and I went and got a little Sunny Delight, and it's my mixer. So Climax with the D.
With a
Right,
dick.
awesome. Well, hopefully.
with a delight.
That's the delight. All right, well, let's go to some news. This has been. We always feel like after we get through our 10-second spotlights of the not safe for work episode, we need to take a deep breath and
You need
just
a cigarette?
I don't smoke, but
I know.
You know.
It's whatever.
I know. I'm just saying.
It's an old cliche that doesn't.
I know it
probably
is.
nobody knows now anymore.
You usually want a sandwich, right? Okay, so
Right.
speaking of food,
yeah.
Domino is launching pepperoni-inspired perfume for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to
Now,
talk about
well-
this, John. Is this
well, what was
actually-
interest-
'cause it's like
okay,
the
this is-
KFC logs.
Now, and what was interesting to me about this is that
Yeah.
this is perfume and not cologne.
Ew.
Right.
Am I reading this right? Because it's perfume. This is for women.
Sure.
So this is maybe a very feral.
Wait a minute.
So you want the guys to smell it on you.
Yeah, so you're
Be
trying to
attracted
attract men who
Yeah.
love pepperoni.
Does it smell like pizza? No, it smells like pepperoni. So it's a little spicy. I don't think.
Well, my
I would-
Italian grandmother
smell like
smelled like
sausage.
garlic,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know. My mother always told me to use olive oil as a moisturizer, so maybe we're going to get it somewhere.
so this okay, so
yeah.
this might attract the right Italian man if that's what you're
Right.
into, right?
Okay, but be
Like he
careful,
walks
yeah,
in, he's like,
you're
"Hey,
not
what's that? Whoa, hey."
Yeah, or might get some
Hey,
dogs
what's up?
licking your legs too. Though, be careful.
Yeah, I mean, this might be good for dog catchers, right? To kind
Yeah.
of spray on them when they're going to catch
Well, yeah,
dogs.
when I had a
with
puppy,
a
we had
net.
to put like lemon spray on cords so they wouldn't lick it. I think this would do the
Yeah.
opposite. You just spray
Yes.
pepperoni on the house, and your dog's just like eating cords.
Yeah.
WD-40 is the best man attractor. Cranky says, "Yeah, that's true. There is a certain smell to WD-40. It's just like, whoa, it sticks with
Yeah,
you."
yeah.
Right.
So,
nice.
so this Eau de Passion.
Okay, is that what
If
it's
you
called?
if you go to Domino'sPassion.com.
They should have just made it smell like pizza. You
And by the way,
know?
this is a UK thing.
Okay.
But if you go to Domino'sPassion.com, you can sign up to be one of the lucky winners of this.
I think I'll pass. I don't want to smell like pepperoni. I don't want to
How
be
do
near
you
a
know?
guy
What
who
you-
smells like pepperoni. I don't know. I'm kind of anti-cologne anyway. You know?
No,
I
this is perfume, though. This is for,
well, I'm kind
for
of
women.
anti-perfume. I like a scented lotion, but I'm not going to spray myself with pepperoni spray, John. I don't know what kind of guy I'm attracting, but I'm going to have to pass on that one, Domino's.
I don't know. I
don't
think
think
a guy
you guys
with-
are into this. You
What?
guys are like, you're like, this is a good idea. I would definitely follow a woman around who smell like pepperoni. I like this. But yeah, they're always doing gimmicky stuff.
I think it's
What else
funny.
is going
so,
on out there?
Well, Costco, I guess, apparently has leaked the price of the Switch 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. An employee took a photo of a price placard that they received and put it online.
Okay.
And
I
it
don't
says
believe this.
Nintendo Switch placeholder $499.99. Now this is in Canada, so this is roughly $350 US.
Okay. Now, why don't you believe this, Matt? What do you think?
I don't see why they would send that out so early, knowing how sensitive information that kind
Yeah,
of thing
what
is.
is, that is a little early. We're not even.
Well,
they haven't even
is
done
it,
their
though?
April announcement. Yeah, like how hard is it to make like a label?
Okay, what
Like,
if
that's like-
what if
the fuck?
Nintendo
Here's a
does
good
a
point,
shadow
Matt. Like,
drop?
what the fuck? Okay,
The-
yeah, but
Nintendo's
you guys
doing the
can
April
print labels
2nd.
up overnight. What is this
Listen,
shit?
by the way, Michelle and I are going to be streaming that live on
No,
Twitch.
we're not. It's at 6 a.m. Cali time. You know that.
No, we are.
I know that. Matt
We're
knows
going
it.
to do it,
We are
okay?
doing it. Okay.
Yes,
Matt
we
will
are.
come by and do it. Right? You'll be up
No.
early. You're.
Oh, yeah.
You're in
Yeah,
Ohio.
Michelle and
You
I
can
are going to be
this.
doing this at 6 a.m.
do it.
Okay?
Yeah. There you go. He's a trooper. He'll do it. I'm not doing that. I'd rather wear pepperoni perfume. I
You're
thought
going to
this
have
was,
pepperoni perfume. We're going to have
No.
mimosas and Bloody Marys, and we're going to
No, Matt,
fucking
that's,
watch
you're
this
right.
shit.
They did not print out these labels early, 6 months in advance.
I
a
think
year
that-
to
well, hang on,
no,
though.
No,
If
call
this
them
is-
bullshit, Costco.
If
Right.
if
Take your
Nintendo
marker
does
where
a
you're trying
shadow
to check
drop,
my receipt on the way out.
if
Shove it up your ass.
Nintendo
This is
does a
fake.
shadow drop on April 2nd.
Yep. And then they print them out the night before.
No, because
Yeah. You guys have
if
Kinko's?
if they're going to
Costco
actually
can
sell
make
this
labels.
shit, if they're going to sell this shit in April, which is not that far away, Costco needs to be getting ready
Someone's
for
gonna
this
call
launch.
us and be like, "Look, I work at Costco.
Yeah,
we get
but-
labels the day before. Okay, not
no, I don't
like
think so. I don't think so.
I definitely think they're not prepping labels 6 months in advance. Okay,
Not 6 months, 2 months.
there's no way this label prep is that much. Now, prep is always a good idea since
It's going to take fucking 40 days for the goods to get from Asia to them. So
They are
like,
printing the labels
yeah.
this early.
what?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they need to print them that early.
Well, they just
Yeah.
probably
Does it take-
sent them a file, and this person printed it.
No, I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe. You think 350 then sounds the U.S. sounds
Well, okay,
appropriate?
all right. So this is what this article is saying. All right, the base Switch is $399 Canada and jumps to $449 for the OLED.
So they're going to sell the OLED at launch.
No, these are the current models. So a $499 list in Canada could point towards a $399 list in the U.S.
$399. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Even
Yeah.
for the non-OLED, but I still don't think it's true. I think it's a little preemptive pre-release of the labels,
Right.
and I think Matt's right. I think this is
No,
Mattstradamus.
they sent the
John is
file.
disagreeing. No, it's not.
They sent the file.
I don't care.
Yeah, the file was sent.
All right, it was sent. It's done. Now, speaking of done, John, I know you're going to say PlayStation is dead because
They are
their
dead.
network outage
they
really
are.
got a lot of people upset during the Monster Hunter. I saw people in our chat saying during
People were
Monster
losing
Hunter
their fucking
beta,
minds over this.
They were.
Rightfully
But-
should.
Yeah, I mean, I saw something interesting saying the PlayStation network outage proves PC gamers were right to resist the mandatory sign-in requirement because stuff like this sucks. If if you can't get online and play your games, I know CC Games will be around if he's not in the chat, which you are saying. This is why online only sucks, and just get the physical games and just be able to play them locally, and you don't need online shit. But I mean, it was down for days, right? So people felt like
there's another part to this I thought I put in here.
yeah, up top you have your article. They
Didn't,
vow
like,
to cancel their service.
No, some restaurant gave discounts during the outage.
Oh,
You didn't see that? I thought I shared that with you. Where is that?
yeah, I don't know where that is. Did you put it in like micro or something? Yeah, there was somebody.
Like Subway or something or something.
Yeah, somebody was capitalizing off it. Anything you can get to trend on like X or
Krispy
something.
Kreme. It was
Yeah,
Krispy Kreme.
What were they doing?
Krispy Kreme was giving away free donuts because of the PSN outage.
Okay.
so they,
Wow.
so they,
Angry gamers taking to the streets eating donuts.
yeah. So Krispy calling all gamers. This PlayStation still works. Grab a free glazed donut today from 5 to 7 because of the PSN outage. So
I mean, I guess
I think that's kind of clever. of their
Microsoft should have
social
tweeted, "Join
media.
Game Pass, we're online" or something
Right.
You know?
we'll give you a
Right.
free day right now if you come join.
exactly.
You can play today for free.
with code PSN.
oh my
down.
God, that would have
Jim
been
Ryan
genius.
Sucks.
Come play today for free right now.
Yeah, free. Well, as long as they stay down, we stay up.
Make it
Anywhere.
free. Make it
Yeah.
free everywhere for the time they're out.
Yeah. See, you got to get on this, Microsoft. You got to stop being so nice to everybody. Oh, Nintendo, we love you. PlayStation, you're the best. They're always kind of like cordial, Microsoft. I feel like you got to go, like Wendy's does it all the time. They'll make these like mean tweets to McDonald's, like, well, our chicken wasn't infested with E. coli. Come eat. You gotta kind of gotta like get out. So yeah, CC Games said GameStop tweeted out that we bet you want physical games now, but you still need to get online for physical games.
do,
You know,
right.
that's the problem. It doesn't. That's
Like
why
I don't think it's possible to even play the Call of Duty campaign without the internet.
Yeah, I think that's why like the PC argument against it kind of fit with people saying like we don't want your sign-in services here on PC. We want to have the freedom to connect, and Sony kind of rolled that back. It
Yeah.
was just kind of poor timing with the big beta that was out and all. So whatever. Sony's dead, John. That's what you're gonna say.
They are dead.
Very much.
Other news. I know we're going here. Let's see.
So Civ 7 just came out. Are we?
Yeah, I'm
do
not
we care about
interested
that?
this time. And Matt,
I
let's
don't
talk to
think
you a little.
I
Like,
am
what's your
either.
favorite game ever? Like, just so we know something too while we're poking around news. Is there anything that stands out?
Well, it used to be Zelda Ocarina of Time, and then I'd have to give it to Red Dead Redemption 2 when I played that at launch. But I think currently I would have to give it to Elden Ring.
All right. So,
mean,
are you looking
I
forward
just-
to Night Rain?
Yeah, I didn't sign up for it. I missed the whole whatever
Okay.
window or website you had to do to sign up. But yes, they have a rule of either 1 or 3 players for the game.
Okay.
And so that makes it kind of difficult for me and my wife. So I don't know. I'll have to see how the reviews go, but and what they say about that. But
That's annoying. Why the hell would they do that? So like,
I don't know. Yeah, it
just
makes
for
no
balance,
sense.
I guess maybe. Or
But you
grouping.
can do fill, right? Like,
Yeah, can you?
Yeah.
With
you gotta-
randos?
Yeah,
you don't want to do
right.
that though. If you're playing, like with your.
well, I like what Warzone does. Like, they'll have. I know this is a weird comparison, but like Warzone
Right.
will have like, triples, like 3-player Warzone, but you can choose not to fill the other slots. Like Matt and I do that all the
yeah.
time.
They should let
right?
you
Maybe
play
they'll-
two, but
maybe
with
they'll
a
have that option.
3-player thing, so it's going to be more difficult, but you could still
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what
like, why
Warzone
do they
does.
not even
like,
allow
we can
duos in
join
it? That's
trios.
weird.
We can join
Yeah.
the trio server, and sometimes they only have trios running, and we can
Right.
say don't fill. So we have
Right.
2. Everyone else has 3.
Maybe it'll be that way. I mean, I don't know if it's confirmed, but that's awkward if it is.
Right.
But yeah,
But
so
yeah,
we'll be
I-
talking about that next
I'm
week,
looking
though,
forward to
John.
it.
It looks
Yeah,
like
so Grand Theft Auto
console
6,
only, though, right now.
by the way, the Take-Two CEO has come out and said that it will not cause violent behavior, just so you know.
Oh, he's guaranteed that, huh? That's because the whole game you're just planting flowers. You guys wait for this Grand Theft Auto, okay? You think we're kidding?
Well, he says that entertainment doesn't create behavior. Entertainment reflects behavior.
or it doesn't
understand,
either. It's
Michelle.
just entertainment.
It doesn't create the behavior. It's we're reflecting what's
I mean,
going
it
on.
might drive some crazy person or something, but if it wasn't the game, it was going to be the movie they just saw, or the fact that their mother told them they hate them, or you know
No,
what I mean?
Michelle.
Crazy
Entertainment.
people drive crazy
entertainment gives people an opportunity to release feelings, engage in
release
feelings.
feelings.
Entertainment tells stories. The notion that entertainment is
problem
creating
is now these crazy
behavior
people out there
has
don't
been
understand the
tested
difference
and
between entertainment and
disproved
real life, John.
over and over. The notion that it's creating behavior has been tested and disproved over and over and over.
And it will not.
No. It will.
If they're
Well,
reflecting
I'm-
Florida, it's going to be violent.
That's true.
It does
gonna
not
cause the
create.
Floridian
We're
to do something.
reflecting. It doesn't create. Does not
Are
create.
they German? What is happening
No,
here?
no, create. No, reflect.
no.
Only reflect. No, create. No.
I think it's going to cost somebody
We
to do
found
something.
no
I'll throw my water
relationship
bottle against the
between.
wall, all right? I'll show you
listen,
violence after playing it.
University of Oxford investigated this. They said
already been investigated. It's done. It's a closed
we found
deal.
no relationship between aggressive behavior in teenagers and the amount of time spent playing video games.
A lot of the times, I think it actually sort of sedates that. I mean, usually when there's a lot of like young, unemployed, sexless
an outlet.
men, they turn to war, and now with porn and video games, they're kind of
Yeah,
sedated,
they could turn to
and they're being less
Asian
violent. We actually have less
secretaries.
violence overall, less crime overall. I mean, you can look into Steven Pinker's work. I mean, I kind of agree with this GTA guy that I think it's not going to cause anything.
Take
Video
Two
game-
CEO Michelle. He's the big wig.
Oh, good. The big guy. All right. Well, he said it. I mean, doesn't have any conflicting interests. It must be true. I mean, is that a big concern where people
Well,
are like, oh,
GTA has
don't
been a
let your
target
kids play that, right?
since
It's been a
day
target.
one, right? That was
Yeah.
it's been a target. Like when that game was a top-down bullshit 2D game, where people were mad about it because you're running over people in little sprites. You know, it's crazy to think how that game started because it would look nothing like what it does now.
Right.
But people were still mad at the time. And
People are mad.
and Postal, remember that game?
Yeah.
Which later
Now they're just mad at like Stellar Blade because you can see your ass cheeks. Like, we've gone to like, I don't know. It's like the Kanye West thing was it the Grammys? They're mad his wife was naked, but everything else he says is fine. It's like, that's what gets you. The naked woman is offensive, but the other shit this dude says
I think
is totally
he got
fine.
kicked off Twitter because it was Nazi shit.
Yeah,
So-
Right.
we'll take
Yeah.
the Nazi shit's fine, but don't show us a nipple. Huck the nipple. Now, speaking of nipples, Back to the Future game in development. Are you guys like Back to the Future fans? John, you're an indie fan. You want to check out a little?
Well, of course I
What
love Back to
segue
the
was that?
Future.
I don't
I
know.
love Back to the Future. I grew up with that. Obviously, I thought those
I
movies
think
were
there's
magical.
probably been a nipple in it, right? Doesn't he almost sleep with his mom? I don't remember.
He
those.
does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
his-
flashed
see
a
his
little
mom's
nip maybe in a
nipples.
scene.
Was-
I bet he
and then,
did.
well,
He
Biff
sucked
had
on him when he
his
was a
hand-
baby. Come on.
Biff had his
Oh,
hand
you got
up
me
his
there.
mom's skirt.
Yes.
But
Yep.
okay, so the last Back to the there hasn't
They were
been a ton
Telltale,
of
right? They were
yes, and
Telltale
it,
games.
and it was okay if you like Telltale shit.
Yeah.
I can't remember a Back to the Future game I ever like truly loved. I tried getting into the Telltale
Well,
one.
with Indiana Jones now, maybe it's people are rethinking like what people can do with old properties like that. That
Yeah.
But
interactive.
what would you do? I guess.
We don't know
Wasn't
what
there
it
a
is
Back to the
yet.
Future NES game?
Yeah, there was. I'm picturing that too.
2025
But I
is
don't.
the 40th anniversary of the original movie. So yeah, that's
Fucking
probably why a
bonkers.
documentary is coming.
So, real quick here. Stellar Blade, the dev thinks it's going to sell better on PC than PS5.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be
And
mods
they're
too.
they're gearing up
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
I think this game is going to explode. And if this game runs on Steam Deck, I might buy it again. I don't know.
I mean,
Really?
I this is one of those games that I should have kept playing. I really liked it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I wanted
I
to
liked it
collect
more
all the
than-
outfits. And
I
I like the soundtrack.
I liked it more
'cause
than
the Nier guy.
Wukong and I did. I liked it.
Yeah, people said it's like, oh, it was only a good. It wasn't a good game. It was just because she was sexy. I'm like, no, the people I knew
No.
who played liked the gameplay,
No,
liked the
it was
combat,
cool.
liked the whole atmosphere, the
Kind
tone,
of platforming
the character.
type shit, the exploration. You know, I mean, you're
Right.
still in a closed off area, but you felt like you had some agency to explore a little bit or do
Yeah.
platforming. Yeah, I dug it, and the character was great. Obviously,
Sure.
yeah, I think it's going to do really well on Steam, and if it does run on Steam Deck, which I suspect it will.
Yeah, everything is now. Like they're looking at that, especially Sony stuff. Like they said they wanted to make sure all the Spider-Man games ran well, and like because they're huge on it. Like Spider-Man on Steam Deck is continually very popular and up on the top charts, John. And I know you used to rave about
Well,
it.
I own it because of my Steam Deck
exactly
on PC. On PC,
Yeah.
you know.
And we got a big month coming up. We have Avowed early access on the 13th, or you can play on the 18th if you're just doing Game Pass. We're going to cover that next week, along with Elden Ring, Night Rain. And then we've got Pirates of Yakuza, and then we have Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, it's a really big gaming time coming up. I don't know why Avowed delayed and pushed into this month, because we just had Kingdom Come, big RPG. We've got Monster Hunter. We've got Pirates. Are you
It's because they're not worried.
Yeah, what do you think about Avowed and Obsidian, all that? Like, Matt, are you excited to play? Are you going to skip it? Are you even an Xbox guy? I know you have PlayStation, right? Or what are you in PC?
I have everything.
You have everything,
I built
okay.
a gaming PC. Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Okay.
I'm trying to get into Kingdom Come Deliverance. A lot of very technical.
Yes.
I kind of want that, that
Just a
magical,
classic.
mystical, mythical world kind of thing to get into.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm hopeful that it's going to be fun because this is my type of game right here, right? It is an RPG. It's open world. Is it not open world? It's semi-open world, are they saying? I don't know if they've I've heard mixed
I think
things
it's open
about-
worldy.
Okay, I've heard mixed
Yeah,
things.
I think
think it's
so.
not truly open because whatever, but it's an open worldish, at least from what I know, game. And like, I don't know, I'm thinking about doing the early access, but it's kind of like, so John, I know you looked at it. Like if you have it on with Game Pass, how much extra do you have to pay to play early? $20 or
I-
something? Because you have like
I
some
don't
money.
want. I don't want to play this game.
I know, but we're going to cover it Tuesday. Wouldn't it be nice if we had more time that, like,
I know,
Rye
but
already purchased it?
I
He's on
really
next
don't
week.
want to play it. Like, I just don't have any interest in it.
We're doing a
I think there's
roundtable. You're going to
There's
play.
fucking
It's a Game
baggage with
Pass
this
game.
game, and I don't like the baggage
What
I think
baggage, though? Who cares?
The
Just
fucking
play
guy's
it.
an asshole. I mean, honestly, like
Well,
this
yeah,
game
the
is
people
like
who made it are kind of
this
crazy.
is an
and there's
own
some
the
weird,
chuds game.
Yeah.
Or like
the artist tweeted some weird things. You know, they want you all to die or whatever they said, and they're, you know, but
Probably
the
a bunch of
gameplay.
blue-haired widow.
Yeah, I know. Now,
weirdos.
you said your wife is blue hair, which is what I
Yeah,
thought was
she is.
funny, and
Right.
you were a good sport
Yeah.
about it. And not all blue-haired people
you.
are bad. This is proof here.
so.
you
It's
know?
$20 in the UK.
Yeah.
Here, all right. It's not. on
Well,
here.
I would have loved to seen co-op with this game. I'm sure you would have loved to too, Matt, with your wife play this or something.
yeah.
But you know, I'm still looking forward to trying a new.
I mean, listen, I'm
RPG.
going to do
Look,
it.
I'm
I will
in,
do it. I will do it.
okay?
I will do it. I will do it.
And we'll
I
be
will do
honest
it. I will
next
do it.
week. If it's shit, I'm going to say it. If I love it, I'm going to
No.
say, yeah, the people who made it. Are
I'm
also
going to
really
put
love-
all
we're
that
gonna
shit on the back
I'm not even
burner,
going to think
but-
about it. I'm going to go in with a blank slate. I'm going to play it, and I just hope it's not jank crap. But it is on Game Pass. But the fact is, like I said, I still kind of take issue with this, John, that we are not playing day one. And if you want to play 5 days early, that's some cock tease right there. Okay, to fit with the theme of the episode. Like,
I know.
Come on.
I did that with Starfield.
I did it.
Yeah, was it worth
I
it?
did
Were you
with-
happy about it?
Yeah, I was.
I
right.
did it
enjoyed
with
Starfield.
well, I did it with Indiana Jones, and all I got was a fucking Temple of Doom outfit and a art book.
Right, because
Like,
after those 5 days are over,
that was
you've got
a
nothing.
waste. It was a waste of
Right.
money.
Right.
And the thing is, I don't even want to change his outfit because it's not contextually correct that I would put him in a Temple of Doom
Yeah.
outfit. Because this game takes place between Raiders and Last Crusade. Why would he go
Yeah.
back to an old outfit?
Maybe he likes to mix it up a little, John.
That outfit's long gone. His wife threw it out.
Is it ultra realism? I mean, did he have a wife? Indiana Jones didn't have a wife.
No, he had Miriam, like whatever. His
Yeah, he's not gonna. You're not
His
gonna lock
love
him
interest.
down. Yeah, I don't think you. He's not a no.
he's,
Anyway.
yeah. Well, he
I don't
couldn't
know.
kill bugs for you.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not. I don't see him as a sex symbol. Like I want a guy who's gonna
Like
stomp
I
on
have
a
to
bug.
get out of
Think, I'm
bed
gonna
and
kill
there's
it?
a fucking bug in
Yeah.
the sink. Like,
Look, as a
that's
woman,
my
you want to
life.
go into the bathroom and scream. A guy should come running in, kill it, and you should be able to move on with your life. Indiana
I
Jones,
can't
you know
tell
what he
you
would
how
do?
many bugs I've killed in the
Exactly.
sink.
Matt, you've killed bugs, right? You've killed bugs. You got to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Indiana Jones is not killing bugs. He's crying. Okay?
He's afraid of bugs.
He's
And if
crying
there's a
for his
snake in the
wife to
house,
get
forget
vacuum.
about
I
it.
don't want to be in that sort of relationship. Okay? He's on his tippy toes dancing around. I don't think Harrison Ford's a
And
sex symbol, John.
He is Harrison
He's
Ford
not.
is a
You're
There's
killing
no
the bugs
way
for
you
him.
can't say that.
I
He's
don't
a sex
I don't
symbol.
want his energy.
He-
not to
he's
me,
a-
isn't.
he's
He was the
absolutely
old
a
guy
s-
when I was.
Okay,
He's not a sex symbol.
Okay. In Blade Runner and in Star Wars, he's a dick.
I do like dicks.
Especially
And-
Star
and-
Wars.
Yeah, of course.
Star Wars,
Don't
he's a
quote me on
cocky
that.
dick for sure.
Yeah,
okay?
I know. I like his attitude, but I think he's got to butch up
And
a little bit with his bug killing his
he's
spirit.
confident in Raiders, but he is scared
Yeah.
of bugs and snakes.
I just don't. I don't want to hear about it. You
He's-
know,
he's
Maybe
a
I'm
little
old
more
school,
whimsical
a little
in those
traditional.
games.
I don't want to hear the things you fear. Okay. Oh, I'm so terrified of this bug. All right. No.
Well,
you
I
get
don't
in there and
feel
you
like
kill it.
Deckard and Han Solo are afraid of anything.
I think Han Solo's scared of bugs too. We just didn't see
I
that
don't think
yet.
he is.
George Lucas is bringing it out. Yeah.
I mean, listen, he was frozen. Like, he's a tough dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I
So
guess you want to
we're
bang
talking about
Harrison Ford.
Ford.
Yeah, I think we're still talking about Harrison.
I think
Not
he's
just
a,
Indiana Jones.
I think he's a
Harrison
sex
Yeah.
symbol. I think
Okay.
we could safely say that.
I just don't see Harrison Ford
Even
as,
as
a
an
sex symbol,
Amish
personally.
guy, he was
He's
sexy.
not my type. You know, I don't know. I think he's your type, John. I think we've learned a lot. All right. Well, before we get out of here, Matt, is there anything you want to tell us or tell people to find you, or should they just say hi to you in the Discord, or anything you want to promote or share, or what?
No, nobody should find me.
All right,
No,
good.
no,
I like
I
that
have
sort of attitude. I like that sort of attitude.
My wife did try the YouTube thing. She has a couple of videos of her playing Coral Island. If it's her name on there is Hurrigabs, HURRIGABZ.
Yeah, we'll link
if you
it
wanna
in
check
our
it out,
self promo
that's-
area in Discord so people can check that. So you
Okay.
can click right on the video. Matt will go in now or after the show, put her videos, and check her out. Check Matt out in our Discord. You're a sup now. You've been jumping in the conversation. It's been fun to meet you, and I think this was a great episode, John. I think we all had fun, and I learned that John says touch yourself and other weird things. You were a little stick in the mud tonight, John. You're a little
I
uptight.
wasn't. What are you
I think
talking about?
I think Matt and I, we tried to loosen you up a little bit. You were a little reserved, but you're coming out of your shell.
I don't know what you're talking about. I played the most extreme bullshit.
You did. We're just teasing you and having fun.
Well,
So,
Matt did get pegged and fucked with a dildo in his mouth. But
yeah,
whatever.
I think he kind of,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
you might have done the darkest thing.
Tuesday
Oh wait,
night.
look, I clicked in a hotel room for 5,000 times while a guy told me to, and with a gun to my head. So I kind of went there too. But no,
Yeah.
if you want to check these games out and more, thank you, B-Moles, very much for doing this, old cranky gamer, for taking notes for us for years now. And you can
That's
find
right.
them on videogameoutsiders.com. Great notes,
They're
links
great
to the
notes.
games we talk
And
about,
honestly,
kind of in order,
listen,
like so you can follow.
He's kind of the unsung hero here because,
He is.
for one,
I
we're
wouldn't
able
do
to get
this.
we're able to get the episodes out faster because of him.
That's right. Yep.
Like, we release our shows within 20 minutes of us recording them.
And it's hard to
And-
do while you're doing the show, so
And-
I'd have to
and the
listen
thing
to the
is,
show
we
and then
couldn't
take notes.
we couldn't make
Yes.
notes. Like, we
No.
don't remember what we just said the last
I don't know
hour
what
and a
I
half,
said. I
2
say all
hours.
sorts of shit that I hope you
Right.
all forget, if I'm being honest.
Right.
So thank you
So-
so much.
so
Like I
thank you.
said, John will send you some rub or something, anything you want. Ping us in Discord. But come say hi and thank Cranky as well. He hangs out there. And check out those show notes and follow along with us. There's a player there. But the best place to listen, honestly, guys, it is our app because we do bonus shows during the week. Some are free, some are premium. And also, there's the back catalog, which go listen to the old 7 Not Safe for Work episodes. They were wild. They were crazy. They were a good time. So Matt just did that and he had a good time listening. So you
Right.
can do that too at videogameoutsiders.com. And join our Discord to win games every week from our sponsor, cdkeys.com. You can also go vote in the CD Keys Awards at their website. John and I were on the panel. It was an honor to be listed along with PayPal. That's right. We are now partnered
That's right.
with PayPal.
And all of the European esports.
That's right. The
whatever
entire
it
British Esports Federation is now our best
That's
friend.
right.
So we,
every
thank you, CD
esport
Keys.
player and us. Yeah.
Every esport, we're tight, okay? So check out cdkeys.com and win games this week. It is Dragon's Dogma 2 and Silent Hill 2 in the Discord, the Valentine's Day double date giveaway. We also have Reaper glasses from our sponsor, Gunnar. Things are happening, guys. If you aren't taking advantage of this free
Gunnar.
shit, we're giving away
Gunnar.
free shit. Come on down and say hi, and thank you once again, Matt. I think that's it.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I had a blast. Thank you for
Great.
having me.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you. And everyone, thanks for listening and subbing. We'll see you very
right.
soon. Video Game Outsiders, out.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm on the Reddit looking for something new. I need some VR porn because gotta get down, gotta get down. VR porn, gonna get down. I'm in the adult VR gaming section of the Reddit. Of the Reddit. I don't want to get fucked up the butt. I want something new. VR porn. I'm gonna get down. Gonna get down. VR porn. Gonna get down.
I was on the Reddit, trying to forget it. Saw a post about a ghost, thought maybe it was you. I was on the Reddit, trying to forget it. Saw a post about deep throat, thought maybe I should do. Might have used peep